Welcome back to a late night edition We-On-Loc Nation channel. And I thought I'd do something, well, entertaining. it's a late night. I can understand. Y'all got better things to do. But I don't have anything to do. Um, I gotta get up early in the morning tomorrow, but I just thought I'd do something fun, you know, entertaining. And what I found recently in the past couple of days, it's it's a shit show, but people love shit shows. And I just thought, well, hey, might as well just go along with the flow, right? Everybody loves a shit show, right? So, without further ado, without explaining what it is, okay, well, I can explain a few things. You know that little nigga that keeps running around and basically manipulating and being a pesticide to every female that he touches. Um, he wears glasses, right? And he proclaims to be a ladies' man, but yet he says he likes the great women. He, great men, great women, and children. Yes, you heard it correctly. Great men, great women, and children. And he thinks it's a game. Claims he's a gangster, claims he's this, claims he's that, claims he's this, claims he's that. But yet, this little nigga, ah, I know a few people in the Detroit area and in the Lansing area and the Grand Rapids area and in the well, he hasn't been to Flint. There's a few areas that I've known that he's been in where I can say if these particular people find him and put their hands on him, it's on site. Luckily, I'm not there because we got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. But that's down the road. Without further ado, I just want to say if you have children in the room, get them out. I'll give y'all 10 seconds to get them out the room if you have children in the room. Because we don't promote that nonsense over here. If you have children, or even young adults, anybody that's under the age of 16, they need to be out the room. I'm gonna give y'all 10 seconds. All right. You have 10 seconds. Had 10 seconds. So here's the kicker. This bitch ass nigga Daryl has caused quite a stir. Quite a fucking stir. But I would have to say that his ex-girlfriend or whoever, I don't know who this person, I don't know who this person is, never met her. I think her name is MJ. She's caught a lot of shitstorms. A lot of shitstorms and caused a lot of shitstorms. I if and everybody has basically said what they said about MJ, and for the basic fact that she's a bit of a traitor, a bit of to her to the what you call it, the girl community or whatever you call yourselves, the feminist movement, whatever, right? um she's had run-ins with Raw Talk Culture, those people over there. I only know them by name. And then of course Daryl is gonna cause a shitstorm over there, threatening to great people, great dudes, great women, and practically but one person has done something about this. Even but this is YouTube. YouTube is not going to do a goddamn thing but take your main channel down, and all he's going to do is build another one. This is his ninth channel. Okay, ninth. My formula is, if you ignore the bastard, then he no, mind you, no one wants him up on his panel. I'm surprised Sharon even let his wrench go, but he still goes up there. I would not want him on my panel, period. I wouldn't want him on my chat, period. But people love shit shows. Observe. 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 Fair use. Fair use.
Because you just said right now, before that, when I came up here and I started typing in the chat, here he come. You're saying that we're fucking Team Supreme. Y'all saying that we're plotting this and this is all a fucking setup and everything like that. That's not true. This man been blocked from me for the past 3-4 days. Do you know what he did before he did the live stream? Before he did
MJ, hold on. Just one moment, MJ. We understand that as far as what you're saying, but do you understand how it looks to where when you are in the chat room and he pops up out of nowhere?
I understand that.
And then you come on the panel and then you're defending yourself, but you're defending him simultaneously at the same time, saying that you're not together, and he's telling people that you're together.
I understand it, but we're not together. He's not saying
crazy.
We're not together. And obviously, from what I'm finding out now, even when we weren't together and I was just being friends with him, but he's telling me, because on my live stream, I showed the text messages. He's sitting up there saying that, oh, he's not dealing with no one. Don't worry about it. When are we going to get together? Are we going to get back together? Is there a future with us, MJ? If you really wanted to marry me, we could have been married and all the stuff like that. Mind you, I didn't know that he was in a whole motherfucking relationship with one of the other simp lady women or talking to them in that way from the time that whole Raw Talk shit fucking happened.
Yes. So you dealt with this waterhead ass nigga?
Hey,
shut up.
Money. Of course he's gonna be talking to other women.
Well, I didn't know. I thought that we were actually in a committed relationship, and then when we weren't, because I have broken up with him numerous of times, I still wanted to be friends with him. I thought that can still happen because this is a man. I also cared about his daughter. I also loved his daughter, so I wanted to stay close to him because I wanted to also still be involved in her life as well as him, just to make sure that it was okay.
Here's what I would say to that. No. It's good to love someone from a distance and hope and pray. If you want better for that child, then you pray to God that that child gets better. That's the only thing you can do. I know you're trying to do some good, but at the same time, it gets tainted because of a tainted person that you're actually with. And I don't consider him, even though I don't even consider him a father. I can consider him a dad. And here's why I say that. Dads don't smoke weed online in front of children. Fathers don't say wicked things and thinking everything is okay, everything is honky dory, thinking that this is going to give me YouTube views and money, which he is begging for money. I don't have to beg for money. I work for mine. People come and support me, and I say that's fine. That's fine. I would rather have the love than money, to be honest with you, because love is universal. Money don't last. All this, it's a downtrend. It is a fucking downtrend. But that's a different story for a different day.
So
That's very
I was
admirable
wrong.
of you.
That's
I
not
was wrong
arable.
about that.
That's stupid. Listen,
It is.
listen.
Listen, Bob.
You got to stop
it's
telling us
admirable
that's
in the-
no,
Go ahead.
not
I'm
women.
not lying.
No, I'm not saying you're lying. That's
I know
not
I'm
what
talking
saying.
to Daryl.
Well, she's
Yeah,
talking to
but
me.
don't
lying.
stop
Because
looking
you
at
know-
him. You got to let him go because he know that what he's doing
I've
to
been
you right now.
trying you to.
No, all you got to do is either block him so you can't see him, or you just
Okay,
got
I'm
to
gonna block
just
him. I'm gonna
not-
block him so I can't see him.
yes.
And you
So
need to, and
Waterheads
at
for
the
the
same
win.
time,
Waterheads for the
MJ,
win.
you really
Listen,
need to evaluate.
wait a
Philly
minute.
boy, shut up. It's
Philly
women
boy, you got to
talking.
go.
This
Okay,
is
the
a women
women are talking right
conversation.
now.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Tyler.
Okay, so MJ, you need to really evaluate your friendships and the certain type of women that you got around you, because that chick that was sitting up under you was talking to your nigga. That's
Wow.
what like that, and that's supposed to be your friend.
I think it's a money grab, right? Why else would one woman allow the man to still act like he's talking to you? Because he probably said, this is easy money. It's money. Hey, babe, I'm gonna get the money from her. See, you too nice. You
You're
know
very
that
nice.
that man had nothing though. So I could get you being kind to a man who deserved it. But that man didn't deserve your time at all.
I
He should have been
understand that he
getting
doesn't
Indeed
deserve. I
job
understand that he never
applications.
deserved my
They'll hire
time.
fellas.
I get that now. Y'all saying that I have to hold my L, and y'all saying I have to take accountability, and I have. The streams that's being done about me, people questioning my intelligence, people questioning my logic or my reasoning skills, is all validated. Got it. But I'm telling the truth. Everything I done, I did for that dude, and I also I really did my best to try to protect my friends. I wanted to protect both of them. I have the text messages. If you want me to email it to you, Bomb Cherry, you can look at them yourself. He did threaten every single one of you. He did threaten and say he wanted to take you out. He did say that he comes from a family that is nothing but motherfucking killers and stuff in Detroit, and that he could set people up to come and come and pop people and them not even know. These are things that I took into consideration. If I feel that he has, if I feel that he's going through a mental episode, because even on Venus channel, I told them, even when I said I didn't want to personally diagnose his mental health issues and what it was, I told her that he was in therapy back in East Lansing, and that one of the requirements when we were supposed to reconcile is because he needed to continue his therapy sessions. That was the first time after the lotion gate. Him putting a motherfucking knife to his fucking neck and threatening to kill himself if I left him after lotion gate is the truth. It's
No,
the
I believe you.
truth.
We believe you, but you don't see how that you knew that he was mentally unstable. Like we all know it. Look at
That
him.
nigga is a schizophrenic.
He is a gay dude trapped into trying to be a straight man.
There was a time where I didn't like this woman, but she came with the comic relief today. I have to admit, she came with some comic relief today. But this little nigga, it's quite hilarious if you listen to it long enough.
Okay.
So yes, he gonna have some issues.
I understand. Okay, I understand that. There's problems, there's issues that's going on. And if you wanted to say that I wanted to be super saber hoe for a bum ass nigga, I am 100% giving it to you. I did care about this man. I did see that there was things going on with this man, and I did try to help him. And yes, there where y'all can say that I'm stupid at because my self-preservation was not there. Then when I was my intuition wasn't not there. I literally worked against my intuition. So I would give Raw Talk Culture and only this Raw Talk Culture and them that because they did know. They did know of well, it was Queen Cascade really, but we eventually talked about it in after Lotion Gate on February the 5th. They did know about him putting the knife up to his neck for FaceTime, pretty much threatening to kill himself if I left him after Lotion Gate. That's what that.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I didn't know shit about this Lotion Gate until someone told me. So this nigga really took his less than humanity out and started whacking it paws online with lotion to MJ. You got to be one desperate some bitch to get some love and affection to start joking. Woo! Let's continue.
That was one of the conversation I had. We had two voice conversations in Discord. We never had no whole long, prolonged conversation about him while me coming in Discord, dropping little eggshells about him. That wasn't even me. That was Tequila, because every single time she saw him saying something about her, whether it was on somebody else's channel or stuff, she would screenshot it and put it in the Discord and see this nigga still doing it. This nigga still doing it. MJ, I know you can't really control your man, but look what he's doing. And I would come in there and I'm like, I'm so sorry, Tequila, that this is happening to you. I have talked to him. I have told him to stop. I had told him that if this is a beef between him and Truth, that we don't want to be involved, that me and you spoke one-on-one, that we didn't want to be involved. This is the fucking truth.
Right? No, look, we're not saying that is not the truth. They just said that you couldn't control them. And they're, I see where they have questions because you got your friends, you got this man, and this man is, like, girl, you ain't see the signs. You saw the signs. You can't act like you didn't. Let me read this. Thank you for the cash app. Somebody said Daryl has very strong narc tendencies. Narcissistic. Is that how you pronounce it again?
Narcissistic.
And I'm not no bitch, Raw Talk. You a bitch. And nobody's lying on Queen. And you need to stop fucking putting up this narrative that y'all was still rocking with me and still trying to support me back in April with the April live stream. Because that's a fucking lie. Now, I didn't say that y'all didn't support me before then. I never said that. But we're not going to act like y'all was rocking with me when fucking April come. We're not going to fucking do that. Because those live streams, y'all was sitting up there for fucking hours, not only talking about Daryl, but talking about me too. That's why I was able to stumble up on your first live stream and I was able to have the conversation with Tequila and Truth got up there. And then y'all said when I was calling out on Tequila about, didn't you literally reach out to me saying that Truth wanted to speak with me and you wanted to give me his number or give me his number so I can call him or he called me however he wanted. You wanted to speak to me, please. You was pleading for me to speak the truth before fucking Lotion Gate come. And y'all told me that y'all said that I was pressing her and trying to drill her on that live stream. So don't fucking sit up.
Okay, normally this wouldn't come from me, but I need to know in the chat, how many of you believe that this little boy, Daryl, is dangerous and should be booted off of YouTube permanent? Which I know won't happen, but I'm just having some fun. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that this little boy Daryl should be booted off of YouTube or not. If not, a 2. And then we're going to question your sanity.
Up here, bitch, and act like you was all motherfucking gun-ho for me, especially when I told every single one of y'all motherfuckers to stand the fuck down. Y'all made the move and bust the move on motherfucking Daryl. And you did it because you wanted to fucking protect Tequila. Y'all was done with me. Y'all
Wait a
have
minute.
posted all y'all shit on fucking unavailable or ever from March. And the only person I was speaking to in March still was Queen Cascade, not you. I have the screenshots for that, ho. That shows how long I had a motherfucking chat, a chat, or even an individual chat with any of y'all.
You don't know who Daryl is? I have no problem. I'll show Daryl in a little bit. Don't worry. I'll show Daryl in a little bit. I got to see him in a different light. I got to see him in a different light. He just needs some time to get right. He's had all the time in the world to get right, Bridge. He's had all the time in the world, but yet he keeps doing what he's doing. Correct. Daryl Long. Yes. He's had multiple chances. I've even tried talking to him at one point. Nobody believed that I could get him to, well, I wasn't trying to get him to turn the corner. I was just trying to give him some other advice. But I was literally wrong. Something is wrong with this cat. Something is literally wrong with this cat for the simple fact that he smokes too much weed. And that shit might be laced with something. It might be laced with something, but who knows? I mean, I'm not going to come online and literally say the things that he would say. And I just wouldn't do it. I'll put it up. Don't worry. I'll put it up in a minute. Hey, Lisa.
Y'all motherfuckers.
Right, but did you hear what you just said? You made it seem like they did something wrong by going after him when he was going after Tequila.
I didn't
It's
say
like-
that they did anything wrong. That's what I'm saying.
You
The-
just
my
said
only-
that they wanted to bust a move on Daryl. That's what you just said.
But they wanted to bust a move on Daryl, and that said, oh, and then but they're telling everyone that they did it for me. That is a lie. They did it for Tequila. Even Angelica wrote on her community wall one day how they said that they had a lot of deliberations. They looked at, before they did these live streams, they went through a whole lot of brainstorming about how they was going to go about it. They knew that some people was going to get hurt. They knew that it might be some pushback or some consequences for them to do it, but they felt that this was the right result to do. She wrote that on her motherfucking community wall. So this wasn't about me. The live streams wasn't about me. They had already washed their hands with me because they felt that I was me still being with Daryl after the last conversation that we had on February 5th. That I'm still with him. I'm broken up with him. I reconcile again. I broken up with him. I reconcile again. Within a 2-week span, they're like, no, I'm done with this bitch. Absolutely not. She said that she was done with him, but then she goes right back to them. This is their mindset.
Yeah,
So
but what's
by
wrong with
April-
that? You don't see. So now looking back, now looking at the situation now, you don't think that they had your best interest at heart because they saw something that you was too close to see, and they was trying to warn you. Because look at this dude and where he got you.
I did. Initially, absolutely. I always thought that they had my best interest at heart. And it's funny because even the first live stream in April,
We're gonna take a pause for the cause because there are some disbelievers out there. There are some disbelievers out there, and so we have to make believers out these people. As if and to say, and where I put it, as to say that this man can actually what's the word I'm looking for, can actually turn a corner. No. He's not going to turn the corner. He's going to keep doing the same thing that he's doing over and over and over again. He's threatened. He's threatened me. He's threatened me, and he wants to put me in the obituaries in Lansing State Journal. And don't worry, time will tell. Time will tell. But this is not about me. This is not about me. This is about the ratchetness that goes on YouTube. So this is the proof. Let me see here. Is this it? This can't. No, this is not. This is not it. Oh, but then again, it might be it. Nope. Oh, I picked the wrong one. My bad. My bad. My bad. I picked the wrong one. Yes. There it is. I picked the wrong one. There we go.
You know, catching up with everything to don't know, right? But Bandit, you don't have to cam up. You can cam down, right? Everybody cam down. We don't need to see you. If you want to stay cammed up, that's on you. We're gonna go ahead and welcome him to the stage. Okay.
The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off.
All right, everybody, welcome to the stage. Lil Daryl. I'm sorry. It's the Simp God. What's up, bro?
I'm just trying to figure out like how y'all have a conversation without getting on sides. Like how do you guys maintain in journalistic integrity without getting everybody's side?
It ain't about journalistic integrity. We don't know you, nigga, and you starting shit.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that's cool with me. Y'all know MJ though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but y'all heard what she said. Y'all didn't get her side too, right?
We've talked to MJ.
We know MJ's side.
But y'all don't know MJ. She just called me and told me y'all was talking shit about her side. Y'all wasn't even getting her side of the story.
If
We already
she's
know her side.
told us
What's your point?
the story,
She
is
on the
more than
phone with
welcome
me
to come back
crying
and
right
she
now.
Hold
left.
on.
We didn't tell her to leave.
Oh,
She
My
left.
bad.
Kiki, hold on. Let her rock out. Go ahead.
I mean, y'all supposed to be her Goldland sisters. Y'all been rocking with her the last 5-10 years. Where the fuck? I mean, I'm really good for y'all like me or not. But when she tell y'all something, why is only one side being heard then?
We heard what she had to say.
No,
I'm not sure
from
what
the
you're
beginning.
implying.
From the beginning, not her jumping up tonight yelling. I'm talking about from the beginning.
From the beginning, how did we
In the beginning, you was a bad
mishear what she said?
So you mean all right, cool. So y'all saying y'all got it, but she's saying y'all don't. So where's the misconfusion? Like where's the misunderstanding?
There isn't a misunderstanding. I'm not sure what she's misunderstanding.
Okay.
Her beef is with Tequila, as she just stated. She says that she sees her other places and she wasn't keeping her friendship, right? But
Yeah.
us all as friends are also, as she's saying that about Tequila being places, we're also watching you say fuck shit about Tequila. And it's like, okay, so who the fuck is, like, what the fuck is going on? So you're mad in one instance about Tequila. You know, she's just in the chat, right? She's just in the chat. She ain't saying no shit. She may be in the chat. She may give eyeballs, whatever the fuck, if that's true, right? That can be true. But then in real time, we see you talking about Tequila. And in comparison, if we're going to put that on a scale, it looks like what you're doing is a lot more fucking egregious, my guy. And I don't know if, again, Tequila and MJ have had private conversations about staying out of the way between you and Truth. I get that.
But this is what he's going to do. Instead of saying the words "I'm sorry," which he's had said, he's apologized numerous of times. He's now so narcissistic that he would rather point the blame at another person instead of pointing at himself. And this is what he originally does. Oh, this is just we're just gonna do a ratchet show. We're just doing some ratchetness tonight. Trish, welcome to the show. Welcome to the panel. We're just doing some ratchetness tonight, especially about the same old bullshit about two individuals. Yeah, two individuals that it's either one or two things are taking place. Either she's lying and it's a shit show, or she's actually absolutely telling the truth, but people are not believing in her stance while she says she no longer wants to deal with him and has actually blocked him. But some things ring true than others. Why is it every time that she gets on the panel, he's in the chat? That is my question. Although I could be wrong in that she is broken up from him, but rumor has it that he already has someone, which is kind of bizarre. Anybody is with this nigga just needs a stern talking to. But as much shit as he shoveled out into the atmosphere, talking about he can great children, great men and women. No, I question your sanity. Let's continue. I'll pull up the link in a minute.
We weren't there for that. She had conversations with us about what was going on, how she was moving forward. And this is a conversation amongst a group. And she would say things to us, and then we would watch her. And watching her was contradicting the shit that she was supposed to be telling her friends.
Woo! You better preach that, sister. I'm sorry. Yes, sis. Yeah, that was right. Say it one more time for the choir, because I think he didn't hear you. He got awfully fucking quiet. Can you say it one more
I'm
fucking
talking
time?
to MJ. I
We're
don't know what the fuck
looking
you
at
talking
you,
about,
and
my
we're
lady. I'm over here having
judging,
a motherfucking
and we
respectful
cannot
conversation. I can
understand
jump
why
off this
she would
raggedy
get
ass channel,
involved with a
bitch,
man
and
like
go on my
you.
own
So
fucking
maybe
channel,
you can
bitch.
defend yourself. You said what? You said I'm
Bitch,
a
you heard
bitch.
exactly what the fuck I said.
Y'all hear this in real time,
You
right?
said I'm a bitch.
I don't understand about you raggedy
Yeah,
ass
that's
bitches.
what
I
you
came in
laying
here and
down with,
preach.
sis? When the fuck? How did you get so far? How did you get so deep into the sucking
Bitch, cause I came on here to
liquor
talk raw
place
culture.
to fuck with a nigga like this that talk to me? Yeah, I ain't nobody even saying nothing disrespectful to you.
No, you is
Because
being
I can
disrespectful because
disrespect
you
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 really,
being
really fucking
disrespectful right
bad.
now. I don't give a fuck how you feel.
I'm
You
not.
being
I
disrespectful.
really have.
We have Trish on the panel. Trish, how are you doing?
I'm well. So let me ask you a couple of questions so I can catch up. Who's the woman on the screen? MJ, right?
Now, at the this video, this is from Raw Talk Culture.
Okay.
This is on Raw Talk Culture channel.
I seen a picture of MJ, and she is an attractive woman. She's not a dusty, right? So
she's very attractive. Yes.
Yeah. So, and I'm very honest. If you got it. I will always compliment women and just like, okay. My problem is with her is that I don't know what she collected in this guy, Darrell Long.
Mm-hmm.
But were you in Ant's live when he was playing a video of him dancing?
No, but I've seen enough videos of him dancing and acting a damn fool enough to know that he's a clown. I've seen enough.
Okay. Well, I didn't know who he was. I was being oriented by the guys.
Him moving his hands, and
all of that. That's the video I saw. So I saw another live with him on Sharon, and he was beefing with Uncle Jeff. And it goes back to what you were saying about him talking about doing some sexual things. All of that was just too much.
Up to his daughter, and if I were Uncle Jeff, I'd have murdered that bastard.
I heard him. So I guess in saying all of that, I've done a little bit of research, not a lot,
Mhm.
because I was completely turned off after a couple of videos I watched, and I'm just not understanding what does these women find attractive in this man, because he doesn't, maybe he doesn't act the way he does on YouTube. There's a lot of that going around. You just don't know. Maybe he has a different side of him. Maybe he has hidden potential that these women see at first and then it goes south. Whatever it is, I am concerned. Like, not about trashing him, but finding out what's wrong in these women internally that they would engage a dude like this, as he's ambitious, or he would come up, or he would be that husband material or anything like that. Like, I don't see it.
Well, well, there have been some women who have totally turned away from him, but then there are those who absolutely don't know or don't care, and those are the women that I don't pay attention to. It's just like Daryl used to be YouTube friends with Venus. Venus caught on to him very quick because Daryl used to turn on her by having the person that we know and Michael McDoesn't exist onto her and cause that big stir between those two. So that's what he does. That's what he normally does. And if he feels that you are betraying him, you're a whole bunch of this and a whole bunch of that, and he'll rape your children and da 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 da. And of course, again, he said he was going to put me in the obituaries in the Lansing State Journal. So one day we'll see if he actually does that. But other than that, no. This is I think this was like a couple days ago where MJ was up on Bomb Cherry's platform and shooting the shit with her, and they're trying to get her to realize is like you can't blame nobody but yourself, because literally people were standing by you by saying let this nigga go, but you were making excuses for him. This is what I'm hearing. Right? We can let me find it real quick. Where did it go? Where did it go? I have that one where Uncle Jeff and him are arguing.
Yeah,
And
we don't need to hear that, do
well,
we?
Vaughn. Well, I don't know if Vaughn has seen it. Vaughn, have you seen the controversy between Uncle Jeff and Daryl Long? Put a yes or a no in the chat. If he's seen it, then if he's seen it, now I won't play it.
April, the first one, not the second one, when Daryl started sending those threats. That's why I wasn't even coming at anybody crazy. When they was asking me questions and they were saying what they were saying, I know that I'm thinking that, okay, they're doing this live stream, they're calling me out, they're saying what the fuck is going on, and I was taking into consideration whatever they wanted to say to me, even at that time. And then that's why I said, you know what, I'm out. After I had my conversation with Tequila and them, and I got a little emotional because Queen Cascade knew how much I cared about Tequila and how much I really did try to fucking stop this man from attacking her or bullying her and anything like that. And that's what made me get very emotional and cry, because I really did love this girl. Just like I did love all these other women. So I was very emotional, and that's why I jumped off the panel. That's exactly what happened.
Okay. I don't think you see what what's really in front of you, right? Because you looking at it, you piecing everything. That's why you're able to speak to it the way you are, but it's not making sense. It doesn't make logical sense.
Oh, so you haven't. So Mr. Steele has not seen it.
He really annoys me. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
Who's being annoyed?
No, she annoys me. Bomb Cherry. But continue.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you understand that, right? You taking this moment and you're like, yeah, they didn't really ride with me, but you know that they did ride with you. They just Tequila was being called a bitch everywhere this nigga went.
I'm not understanding why you think that I'm not taking it logically. I'm just pointing out exactly what happened.
Yes,
what happened was at one point they was really riding for me and they was very concerned for me. But when it got to the point where they would hear that I'm no longer with him, and then they see that I'm reconciled with him or I'm on his panel and stuff, that's when they started fucking squinting their eye. And they started literally removing themselves from me, where I would see less and less traction in the Discord. And then that's when I actually realized the scene that they all had their thing on unavailable. So I didn't know whether they were alive or not. And I was just
okay. Listen, right now you want us.
Can I say
you
something?
want to be the victim? You want to be the victim right now? Who is that?
When did I message you in April, Raw Talk? Show it. When did I message you in April? Please.
Who's that?
Renee. She messaged you in April. I saw the screenshot.
Oh, okay.
When? Because I don't have that.
Good. I saw the screenshot. She messaged
I have
you in April.
screenshots too. When did she? What did
she
it say?
Messaged you in April. I saw the screenshots. But no,
what did it say? You act like people can't make up screenshots.
This is what I
have
came
a
up here to
screenshot
say.
that doesn't
Calm down,
show
honey.
that I
Calm
messaged
down,
and
honey.
talked to her.
This is what I came up here to say because you're full of shit. And
No,
I'm telling
I'm
you why.
not.
Because
No, I'm not.
there was no unavailable. Everybody looked.
Yes, it
unavailable.
was. I have a screenshot to show that, Renee.
Pause it.
I have a screenshot.
Yeah. So, you know, I know you're into the Ratchet right now, right? And I'm up because I'm trying to escape the Ratchet. I just left the Mo 3 sector and its own Ratchet, right? And I was hoping to come over here to not to hear all of that. So I'm gonna drop.
Okay, this is the only. I mean, this is probably be the only time I'm gonna do it. It's just
I'll come back up. I'll come back up after. I'm too old for this.
I am so. Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Yeah, but
we're talking about 40-year-old women, 40-year-olds who do this on a daily. But it's okay.
I know. I can't.
But it's okay. It's okay. And no one says anything.
There's men too that do it in the morning, afternoon, during lunchtime. Like, it's weird. And sometimes it's salacious enough to get my attention. I'm not even going to cap. But, like, to hear a bunch of nothing all the time, and after the day that I had at work, it's like a lot, right? So, you know, I'm not going to interrupt the show. I just don't want to hear a bunch of cackling bitches right now. I don't.
I understand. I totally understand.
So I'll be back, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Okay. I totally understand it. I totally get it. But this is what the people like, right? I did this. I was like, I heard this. I think yesterday, even though it's like a couple of days old. This is what the people love. This is what the people love and cherish. Imagine two grown individuals feeling for one another, and you have to put all this shit online. You want the attention. This woman wants the attention, and she's getting it. She's getting every bit of it. And guess what? Now, not a lot of people are on this woman's side. I'm talking about MJ. If I were MJ, you know what I would do? I would not even sniff the internet. If this man is bothering you, call the police. Call the police. Call the police, call your dad, call your uncle, call somebody with a gun and threaten this little nigga to leave you the hell alone. Why is it that everything has to be a shit show? Why? And this is an excuse for everybody else to put you on the what? Friends. Fridge. Excuse me, not friends, but fridge. You see how people are dropping down right now? They're for the shits. They ain't for the truth. They're for the shits. We are getting way too old for this. Way too old. But but to prove a point, Bomb Cherry is what? In her 50s? In her 50s and entertaining this shit? This is on her. She's entertaining this shit. I'm just here to prove a point. That nothing like this gets nowhere. It gets nowhere in life. You're going to end up fighting for the rest of your life. You're programmed, you're tunnel visioned. But this is what you like. So I'm going to give it to you over here, possibly this one time, just to, hey, it is what it is, right? Because if you weren't for the shits, you wouldn't promote shit like this, but people do on the daily. What people like all this drama, waste of time. It is a waste, but this is what people like. And it's not just, by the way, it's not just the people on the internet. It's people outside of real life. And this is the reason why the cops certain cops are afraid of you. And so they literally draw their guns first. Not draw. It's said in the monologues. You're not supposed to draw your gun first unless it's in a certain situation. You're supposed to draw your taser. You're supposed to draw your taser, just like that little boy had a toy gun. He literally had a toy gun. He drew his gun out and fired at the little boy. And everybody was on an outrage, but no one's in an uproar and an outrage when it comes to this girl and this little nigga. But I apologize if this offends some people, but this is what they like. To prove a point that aren't we about tired of this? This right here.
That everybody had their fucking thing on unavailable. I can fucking show it right now. This is ridiculous. I don't have no motherfucking reason to lie now. Okay, y'all said I did this shit for fucking a dick. I don't even got the dick anymore. And I'm out fucking money, right? So why the fuck do I need a lie for?
See, right here, why does she have to yell and scream? Why does she have to yell and scream and to prove her point? I had to prove the point and gotten the fuck up out of there. And they will never talk to them again. And if she is really who she says she is, or rather, what she is proven to do, she wouldn't let this little no good bastard, Daryl Long, trigger her like this. She's getting triggered by him and by them. That's the drama of it.
Okay. So even let's say that they decided to block you after you were supposed to stop your man from talking to your friend that way. Is that unreasonable?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. So no, what happened was in February around the Lotion Gate time and all this other stuff, we were talking in Discord through voice calls and everything. She told us all his business and everything. She told us even when he warned her about the Lotion Gate getting ready to happen. Like, we was in the Discord right then and there when she was like, he just said that this picture is gonna come out and it's gonna be fake and
That's
they
a lie.
pretty much edited it. You know, you did. You
That's
did.
a lie.
You did.
Because
You did. You forgot
Renee, I
how
was
many people
only
were there?
on one
You forgot how many people
Discord
were there?
fucking
You
chat
forgot how
with
many people
you.
were
No,
there?
that's a
You
lie.
always
I'm not gonna
lying.
have you sit
And
up
you
here and
lie,
lie.
and you
I'm
lie
not gonna
about
have you
things
sit
that
up
can
and
be
lie on
easily
me.
confirmed.
I'm not gonna
You
have you
lie
sit up
about
here and
things
lie
that
with
can
me.
easily be.
Renee, you was
And you see now, this right here, I would have broken that shit up a long time ago. What is Bomb Cherry doing? Absolutely nothing. She's just letting it roll on and let it roll on. And this is why I respect DJ Hamp. Even though he can be a bit of a jerk sometimes, I respect his channel due to the fact that he has self-control over himself and self-control and control on his panels. I recently thought Sharon would absolutely do the same thing, but I was wrong. With DJ Hamp, he has control and he wouldn't let shit like this linger for very long. As a matter of fact, not for too damn long. All right. He keeps them niggas under control. With this shit right here, this is I hate to say this, ladies, but you're gonna have to talk to some of your women. Even the older ones. Like, what are you doing? You're putting out the worst of us. The worst. The absolute worst. And this is one of the reasons why people ask us all the time, what is truly Black culture? And the only person to come out and say, Sexy Red. Is that all? So where's the balance? Okay, Sexy Red's the culture. So that's in the negative pository. What's in the positive pository? Can't name one. I can. And I don't want to butcher the lady's name. Dr. Zajad Ali. I don't want to butcher that lady's name. I'm just going to say Mrs. Ali. I'm just going to say that. Mrs. Ali. And rest in peace to her rest in peace to her husband. Rest in peace to her husband. There has to be a balance. Actually, I can say another name. Layla Hathaway. Layla Hathaway. Danny Hathaway's daughter can sing her ass off. It's amazing. It's amazing how, if you're a part of something that we have created, throughout the years, throughout the century, and have years later, your daughter or your son being a part of what you were, a part of a culture that many, even white folks, mimic. When white folks mimic you, it's a problem. It is saying you got it good. You got the gold, and they want a piece of your culture. Why would anyone want a piece of this shit?
even in the Discord for a long period of time. You go MIA. You've been MIA from off of YouTube, and you was MIA off of Discord.
As a matter of
you
fact,
came
that
up
was around
on
the
Discord
same time
one
that I told
time,
you was a
and you had
mammy
a
and a pick-me.
conversation
You
with me
told
and
all of his
Tequila
business
at
and
the same
everything
time.
during that time.
Me and
You
Tequila at
did.
the same
And you've
time.
been
That was
lying.
that.
It's
When
fucking
was that? That
ridiculous.
was back
You're
in
mad. No,
December.
you're mad.
That was
You're
back in
mad because
December
we
that we
wouldn't
had
shut
that
the fuck
one
up after your
Discord
dude started making
conversation.
threats
And
towards
you said,
everybody and
listen,
everything.
I
That's
don't
what you're
like
mad
this guy.
about.
I don't like
You
none of
wanted
these
everybody
guys
to shut
or
up and let
any
you
one of
suck
you
that
girls.
faggot
And
dick,
listen, I'm
bitch.
just gonna
That's
say
what you
quiet.
wanted.
But if I
That's what you
see
wanted. That's
anything
what you
going on
wanted.
and I have to
That's
come
what you
up here
wanted.
and
That
brag,
dude
then I'm going to
that
do
dude
that.
literally
That's
threatened
what you
everybody.
said in
He
the
threatened every
conversation
fucking
that
body,
we
and you wanted
had.
to stick
So
by him because you
don't
wanted
sit
us
up
to
here
be
and
quiet about
lie,
it so you
Renee,
continue to
about
suck his
all
dick
this
in
other
peace.
fucking
That's what you
bullshit.
wanted.
That's
I know you
not.
like to ramble on so nobody will hear anybody else because you
No,
a lying,
it's not.
sucker
You're
ass
lying.
bitch. And that's
You're
what you are. You always
lying.
been lying. You've
No,
always
you're
been lying. No, you've been
lying.
lying.
This only predicates that MJ is either defending him or making excuses. Again, why do you have to do this? Why? There's no need for it. Just say, I made a mistake. I'm moving on. Choice, simple words, boring, but I'm moving on. And you have to prove it to yourself. You don't have to prove it to nobody else. You have to prove it to yourself. But literally, again, we love what? Shit shows. So enjoy.
Lying.
You're
Everybody
lying.
been catching you
You're
up in your lies.
lying. You're
Everybody
lying.
has been catching you up in
You're
your lies.
lying.
Bitch,
I
your
have no
credibility
reason
is
to
shot.
fucking lie.
Your
I have no
credibility
reason
is
to
done,
lie.
girl. Your
I have
credibility is
no
done, boo boo.
reason
Your credibility
to
is shot to
lie.
hell.
I have
You
no
are
reason to
full of
lie.
shit. You've
I have
been
no
full of
reason to
shit.
lie.
You
I
always have
have
been
no
lying.
reason to
Right.
lie.
You
No,
should have been
I
telling
have
the
no
truth.
reason to
You
lie.
should have been
You
telling the truth,
have
but
a
you
reason
didn't.
to lie.
First,
You
you
and the
lied and
rest
said
of the women
Queen
have
told
a
us
reason to
everything.
lie
Then
because
you
y'all
had to
know that I
backtrack and say
told
Queen told
y'all
us about
don't
Meyer.
do anything.
Girl, you
Y'all know
are
that
full
I
of
told
shit.
y'all
You're
don't
full
make
of
a
shit.
move.
Why
I
do
would
we
Why
have
do
to
you
handle
do a
it
listen
lie?
to
and
Then
I
me
you
would
what I'm
can't go
address
saying?
to
it
class
with
Because
and
you're
tell
Daryl.
me
lying.
But
that
that's
You know
no,
what
that
me
you
and
can
you
wasn't
what
whoop
good
I'm
me
enough
on
for
saying?
class
you.
Because
and
in
tell
the
You
me that.
wanted
That
to
was
rapping
not a
game,
address
reason to
it.
lie.
Y'all
everything's
wanted to
Let
crack.
me
address it the
know.
way y'all wanted
Why do
to.
we
Everything's
have to
crack.
But
do this
now
You
lie?
y'all
don't
want
want
to
me
You
to
fucking
a
finish
clean
goofy
the
ass
talking
shit
because
nigga.
up
you're
Sit
because
lying.
you
down,
said
Everything's
that
bitch.
you
crack
went to
with what
war
I
and
say.
back for
Why
me
would we
when
have to
y'all
Everything's
do this
crack with what I
lie?
motherfucking
say.
did
You
it.
want to
You
watch
went
You
to
want to
war
be
and
dumb
dumb.
back
so they
for
don't
You
want no
keep
yourself.
words.
Can anybody hear anything? Excuse me. Can anybody hear anything that they're saying? Anybody hear anything? Can anybody hear anything? I can't hear a damn thing. Nothing.
about
And you
that.
did
Because
it
you're
for
a
fucking
lying ass,
tequila.
sucker, dumb
That's
ass,
what
tripping
y'all
ass
fucking
bitch.
did.
That's what
Okay?
you
Y'all
are.
not gonna fucking
That's what you
continue to
are.
paint
So
this
shut the
fucking
fuck up so I can
narrative
finish what
that
I'm
y'all was
saying since
still
I'm
my
such a fucking
motherfucking
liar.
friends
So
through the
shut the
whole
fuck up
fucking
so I can
entire
finish what I'm
time.
saying since
That is
I'm
a
such a fucking
fucking lie. And anybody who's got fucking sense, since I don't have none, anybody would know that's the fucking truth. They will know that's the truth. That was not.
You
Y'all,
done?
at
You
one
done?
point, y'all
You
stopped being
done?
friends with me.
You done?
At one
We
point, you
stopped being
stopped
friends
being
with
friends
you.
with me.
We stopped being friends with you. I stopped being friends with. Let me tell you why I stopped being friends with you. And I already told you this 50 million times, but you keep making a false ass fucking narrative. I stopped being friends with you because he said some sick shit about a child and you still stuck by him. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to back away from her. I'm not going to really have nothing to say to her or anything like that. But I didn't even come for you until I found out that he sat there and came for tequila and all them when you was up there doing the same thing you're doing now, trying to talk over people so they don't get their word out and stuff. When you and Tequila was having y'all back and forth on that panel, he said some more sick shit. And then after that, I was done. And that's when the panel happened when I was on there saying the stuff that I was saying. And then that's how that went. It wasn't no damn February when you first told us about him trying to get a job at Meyer, him being unemployed, him sitting there needing $100 quota to be able to feed his child, him sitting there having a weed habit and taking part of the money and buying weed with it, him holding a
I
knife up
didn't
to his
say none
throat,
of that
threatening to
to
commit
you. See how
suicide if you
y'all
left him.
add on
You said
shit?
all of that.
You said,
You said all of
no.
that. You said all of
To you
that.
in
You said
February.
all of
See,
that.
this is what I'm
You said
talking
all of
about.
that.
You
You
wasn't
said all
even
of
on
that.
the
Yes, you
motherfucking shit.
did.
You wasn't
Yes,
even
you
on
did.
the
That was around
Discord in
Lotiongate, you
February.
lying
You
fat
wasn't
dumb
even
bitch.
in the
That was
Discord
around
fucking.
Lotiongate.
You
That
wasn't
was
in the
around
Discord
Lotiongate.
voice
That was
message
around
group
Lotiongate, you
in
lying hoe.
February.
That
You
was
was
around
not even
Lotiongate.
in
That
the
was
Discord
Lotiongate time frame.
message
Yes,
in
I was.
February. No,
Yes,
you
I
was
was.
not.
That was
No,
the
you
same
was
time
not.
frame that I said
No,
you
you
are a
was not.
mammy and a pick
You,
me. Yes,
Queen
I
Cascade was
was.
there.
You
Raw
are full of
Talk was
shit.
there.
You are
Angelica was
no.
there.
It was
And
it was a lot of us.
and I
It
forgot
was
who the
me
other
too.
person.
It was
There
me
was
too.
what
I
is
was
her
in
name?
there.
What is her
I was
name?
in there. I was in there. I was in there. Boo.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, you can't remember her name. I know.
No,
But
you
anyway,
weren't. There was
no, I
another
was.
person
Yes, I
in
was.
there. I forgot her
Yes, I
name.
was. Yes,
What did you say, Lisa? Sounds like a what? Well, it sounds like a bunch of chickens. So.
I was.
TMKC
Yes,
was
I
in there.
was. I was in there. Stop lying.
I'm
I was
not
in there.
lying.
It's sick. It really is sick. First you said that Queen told us everything. Now you're sitting there
Yes,
saying the
because
shit did happen, but
I was
supposedly I
still
wasn't in there.
talking
You're a
to
liar.
back in
You're a
March,
fucking liar.
and when back in
You're a
March,
liar.
that's when the
You're a
riot
liar.
and all that shit
You
fucking
are a
happened. None of
liar.
y'all would have
You
been able
are
to
a
know that
liar.
because
Normally, I would say like, share, subscribe, like, share, and subscribe. Please become a member of the We-On-Loc Nation channel, but I don't feel like that today because I don't think this is worthy enough of anything, to be perfectly honest with you. But if you feel some type of a way, the Cash App is up there, Dizzy88. I wouldn't blame you if this wasn't even worthy of a dollar or any attention, to be perfectly honest with you. But I'm just proving a point. Just proving a point that if anything, this is literally none of people's business. But this is what this dude does. This is what a narcissist. This is what he's capable of. This is what he's capable of doing. This is the example of a narcissist. And I would dare to say this is the example of not Jim Crow, what am I thinking? Willie Lynch. You're promoting that. This is what Daryl Long is promoting, Willie Lynch. And you hear it and you see it right before your very eyes.
We spoke multiple times in Discord. Through voice call. We spoke multiple times. You're full of it. You're full of it. You are full of it. You are full of it. You are a dumbass bitch that was still fucking with a dude that has a fucking attraction to children. You're fucking disgusting. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't know nothing about that though. I don't know nothing about that. So what are you talking about? You're bringing that up like I knew about that shit. I don't know about what you and Queen talked about. I only know about what I heard in that damn voice call when I was there.
God, no.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I know. My God,
No,
you're
I'm
lying.
not.
Raw gave me this clip to
Yeah,
play.
you are. You've been lying, bitch.
No, I'm not.
Raw,
You always been lying, bitch. You always getting caught up in lies.
No, I have not.
Yeah, you have. Yeah,
No,
you
I have
have.
not.
Can't even keep your story straight. Can't even keep your fucking story straight.
My story haven't fucking changed. What the fuck you talking about?
Your story has strayed so
When
many
has my
damn
story
times,
changed?
dummy. Everybody heard it. Everybody heard your stories bouncing from one part to the next. You full of shit.
So you
full of shit.
Don't be
You full of shit.
fucking
You
dumb.
stupid, dumb,
You
raggedy
dumb.
ass,
You
bum ass, trick
fucking
ass
sit up here
bitch.
fucking lying. Well,
Sucking dick and paying $20,000 to do it, bitch. Stupid, dirty ass, fucking slut bucket ass slut.
And you want to sit up here and act like you've been
Yeah,
around
yeah,
for the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
fucking
And
thing.
you got played by a bum, unemployed ass nigga, you dumb bitch.
Lying.
You got played by a dumb, unemployed ass, fucking faggot ass nigga, bitch. That's what you got.
Lying.
Anyways, yeah, you full of shit. You lied the whole time, and bitch, you was never a fucking friend. And then you want to try to flip the fucking script like nobody tried to be there for you. Bitch, we sat there and said we would come forward and fight for you, and you a fucking lie. You told us to stand down.
You're full of shit.
No, you're full of shit, bitch. Everybody knows you're a fucking liar, bitch. Everybody knows it. That's why you crashing out, you dumb hoe. That's why you been crashing.
Okay, I muted everybody. Listen, I have a couple of questions because I want to know what does it matter if they was in the Discord or not. What are you trying to say, MJ? Are you saying that you didn't say these things? Or are you just simply saying, well, you didn't say it to all of them, but you did say it to some people? Because I don't know what the point is. Because they say they were.
I don't know what you're trying to emulate. I don't know what you're saying. Doesn't even matter at this point. It don't matter. It don't fucking matter. The fact of the matter is, if she still is hugged up with the nigga, let her get what's the rule of thumb? Let her get bumps in the road. Let her get beat up. Let her get slapped up. You know what Uncle Jeff used to tell him? What joke he used to tell? What was that joke? I used to hear this all. Okay, the joke was what advice do you tell a woman? What advice do you give a woman with two black eyes? Nothing, because you already done told her twice. So let her suffer. She already had people that said no, 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 no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. And it's like, oh, I hear you. Oh, I hear you. Oh, I hear you. Oh, I hear you. I heard you the first time. I should have listened. I should have listened. That's on her. It's just like me putting my hand on the skillet when it's on. Am I going to continuously put my hand on the fucking skillet? No!
Well, there, Renee saying she was there, and she sounds like she's telling the truth. So y'all gotta unmute yourselves.
Yes, I was there.
So let's say MJ, let's say if she wasn't there, what would be the point? If you're saying that she wasn't there, what are you saying? What's the point? Hello? You muted. Okay. Anyway,
okay.
Because she, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, all I was going to say is, yes, I was there. There was a full conversation, it kept coming to us, of course, that he was nitpicking with Tequila and talking shit about her and everything. She could say that I wasn't in Discord all I want to. Just because I don't type in Discord all the time, I still see what the fuck is going on. I see all the shit. But as far as those voice calls, I was there. I heard everything that she said. That was even the day when I so-called quote unquote dragged them. The one thing she said that she would have took him to the chin. She said the same thing in Discord when I was dragging both her and Tequila about them sitting there letting motherfuckers come between their friendship and all this other shit. And if motherfuckers are doing you dirty and they're stressing you out like this, you don't need to be with them. That was my whole damn point. She was there. I called both of them mammy, pick-me's, all types of shit. I was going to fuck off because I didn't understand why the fuck they was acting this way or whatever. So then eventually, it got to the point where, yes, there was a voice call where she was telling us all his business. And the shit that pissed me off about her is she lied on Queen. Queen didn't tell us anything about what she told him. I still, to this day, don't know what her and Queen talked about in private. I only know about what she said out her own fucking mouth. Now she's trying to make it seem like Tequila told us everything. No, Tequila didn't tell us anything other than Daryl is fucking with her. He needs to leave her alone. That's all she kept saying. MJ told us the shit about him being unemployed, him having that weed habit where he has to pay like a certain amount of money a day for weed, him having to get $100 quota to feed his daughter, him sitting there doing a job application at Meyer and they waiting on the background check to come back. When he sat there and she was supposedly supposed to break up with him, this is the Lotion Gate thing. He warned her that a picture was coming. We was in the voice call when that shit happened. And then I was like, why the fuck? I was like, why the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Why would it be fake? I was like, I don't believe it's fake or whatever. Before that even happened, like, it was always constant drama concerning her man messing with Tequila though. But she was in there or whatever talking to us. She said, oh, he said something about this picture is supposed to come out and it's fake and it's doctored and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, I don't believe it's fake. I just don't. Because at that point, I'm just like, this dude, he just gives me a really bad taste in my mouth and I don't look at his content or anything. I don't really know him like that. But I mean, it's kind of fucked up. At the end of the day, I was like, oh, you deserve better. That's all I kept telling her or whatever. I was like, why do you think you deserve some shit like this? So then she was saying something about breaking up with him. She said she was gonna break up with him before when she was talking to Tequila. Tequila was like, he keeps messing with me. And she was like, okay, I already talked to him. And then when she left, we ended up watching the video where she went onto his panel and she gave him that nice little session or whatever, like she's talking to her child and everything like that, saying, oh, please stop talking about my friend and da-da-da-da. I love you, Tequila. I love you, Tequila. I love you, Tequila. And all this other stupid shit that she was doing, sitting there trying to fake that shit and be just like an Academy Award. He doubled down, basically. He still was going to talk shit about Tequila. She didn't give a fuck. She pretty much still stuck around. She told Tequila in Discord, if he keeps fucking with you, this is going to be the last straw. I'm going to give him one more chance. I was like, why does this one chance need to be one chance? Why can't it be the last chance? You need to be done. He keeps doing it. And then she was like, no, I'm just going to give him another chance and everything. I talked to him. I'm going to keep talking to him. I'm so sorry, Tequila, all this other shit. Her energy started changing. She keeps sitting there talking about we disconnected from her. No. I still was reading in Discord. She was nowhere. She just disappeared or whatever, trying to make it seem like we made ourselves unavailable. First of all, I'm not too privy with Discord like that. I don't even know how to really make myself unavailable or to block anybody. So I never even blocked her or anything like that. I just said that I'm going to back away from her because she's with a dude that threatened to grape someone's child. And I don't fuck with people like that. I don't fuck with people that say things like that. I don't fuck with people that deal with people that say things like that. It's fucking sick. So I was like, I'm just going to silently back off. If she notices, she notices. If she don't, she don't. But I'm not going to talk to her anymore because why would you be with a man like that? So she was still with him and everything. This was after when she told us all his business. This is after she told us all his business in that voice call. So after that, I just didn't really deal with her like that anymore or whatever. I told some of the ladies that way they would have like kind of an understanding, like, okay, if she speaks to me and I don't speak back, this is why or whatever. I was like, because I heard that this happened and she is okay with it because she stayed with him. So then, okay, we get to the point where he went, when she went up there and she was talking to Tequila on Raw Talks panel or whatever, they was supposed to be having a conversation. She was pretty much doing similar what she just did. She doesn't want people to hear what other people are saying because she knows she's full of shit. So she will continuously talk over people, constantly, call them liars and everything. But then she'll fuck around and she'll do a whole panel and contradict herself and lie, and people can clearly hear her lies. But she'll say everybody else is lying on her. When our
Yeah. At some point in time, I would have been like, okay. So basically, what do you want me to do with this? And that's what I would basically be at that right there, because now you just long stroking. You basically long stroking the shit, and it goes absolutely nowhere. But we gonna interrupt that bullshit to say that the king is here. The king is motherfucking here. Auntie is in the building. What up, though?
So what's up, We-On-Loc? I've been kind of tuning like in and out and shit. I've just been doing stuff. You know what I'm saying, between the debate and the draft and all that other stuff. And of course stuff going on YouTube. But I see you giving your review. I saw Trish in the chat too, and Bridget.
she ain't with it tonight.
Nah, man, hey, that was funny, man. Trish left my panel the other day. But I showed her the video of you boy dancing.
I've seen enough.
Too. She was like, he's short. She's like, I can't. Shout out to Trish.
I seen enough of that little he twerking his ass off. I don't want to see that shit. I'm a grown motherfucking man. I don't want to see another man twerk. That ain't me, dog.
Yeah. I mean, what's your take on it? What's your take on it?
Listen, it's two grown ass people, a man and a woman. Let them deal with that bullshit. But she ends up making it worse by just talking. Just by talking. It's like, listen, handle your business. If you say what you claim to do, which is block him, do all this other shit, then don't even utter his name. Don't even utter his fucking name. Because every time you come up, he's in the chat. Every time she's on the panel, she's in the chat. She's on the panel, she's in the chat. What the fuck? And everybody's pretty much saying is like, what is really going on here? It's like, you're not broke up, because if you were broke up, why is he here? Hey, Brownie, what up? What up? What it do? What it do?
I like brownies. What up, Brownie? No. Saying I would have had to take that shit to the grave. Hey, I feel you, but hey, these people, it sucks. Like what I be seeing on here, and I'm gonna say this as a footnote. Just what you said, I heard a lot of people say that shit over the last few days. I wish they'd have had that same energy for motherfuckers that couldn't keep my name out of their motherfucking mouth not too long ago. But either way, either way, on some other shit. Which you said, no, nobody had that fucking energy for the multiple motherfuckers that wouldn't stop saying my name, and I wouldn't even motherfucking around and whatever. But you know what I'm saying?
No, because you know me and certain individuals. Like, why the fuck? What is up with you and this person? What's up with you, that person? It's like, I don't like that nigga because he on crack and he on drugs and da 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 da. I'm like, okay, he ain't here though. So why don't you let him come up there and then let it be even? Let it be a free for all, and then you can talk that shit then. But you ain't gonna. Some people are fucking cowards.
Now, what you see is, I think you see a microcosm of what's happening in a lot of these spaces. It just happened to play out publicly, like it actually, which it does often. It plays out publicly often. There are a lot of folks that are capable of keeping their shit behind the scenes, just like Brownie said. You keep certain shit. You know what I'm saying? You take certain shit to the grave. But a lot of folks have really traded their physical life for a virtual one, and that's what happens when you kind of announce what the fuck is going on, and then relationships end the way they usually do, badly, messy. People don't just amicably part ways. Sometimes people get replaced. Sometimes an argument does that shit, and people end up embarrassed when that shit happens in public. You know what I'm saying? They bring it to the public, and then they get embarrassed when that shit don't fucking work, and nobody wants to take the L. Like, damn, it was my fault that it ended. No, it was their fault that it ended. No, it was my. Nobody wants to be able to do that, or just wants to say that. It's always somebody else's fault. So I just say, hey man, keep people out of your personal fucking business. That's one thing. So I get it, bro. I got dragged for Phil just for suggesting. I was like, well, let's throw a fundraiser for the chick. Why not? You know, why not? We can turn it into something positive if she down a couple bucks. You know what I'm saying? She down a couple bucks. She's short on some subs. You know what I'm saying? She got her heart broken, shit like that. Just throw a fundraiser, a little party, a little show, whatever. Make her feel better. That's if she really want to move on. But if you offer to throw that shit and she don't take it, or she want to sit there and talk about that nigga, then I mean, you let her live. You let her live in the slot that she want to live in. You know, that's it. But because it then came out publicly, we gonna talk about it anyway. And since they ain't together, who the fuck we gonna talk about? We gonna talk about both of them or one of them. And if we're gonna talk about one of them, man, why the fuck it gotta be that nigga, man? Fuck that nigga. Don't fuck with that.
But here's the thing. Why is it every time when it just could be only her, right?
This is why that little slippery motherfucker's still alive in this space. Real shit. That's why that little slippery motherfucker's still alive. Is because people don't know how to starve that motherfucker. People don't know how to just throw a fucking party. All right, make sure everybody is invited except his ass, and just make that motherfucker look in. You know what I'm saying? Look in through from across the street, bro. Fuck that shit.
Dude, that's bomb. That was all bomb, yo. She did that shit. It was nobody else but bomb. I mean, obviously because of what that shit that happened with on Sharon's channel.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even like bomb like that. When it comes to those types of topics and shit. But that's her show, bro. That's her show. So she got a right to make it as entertaining as she wants once that shit comes to her. You know what I'm saying? She has a right to make it, and she did make it entertaining. Because I even popped out the clouds for that shit. So you know
I do admit she made it comical after a while.
Entertaining, and she kind of was equal opportunity with both of them. From what I was listening to, she was equal opportunity on both their asses, and some other folks. But she didn't really have much bias. She was like, it's just fucked up. But come on, we done been in relationships. Them shits end badly. Sometimes them shits end badly publicly. You're gonna see it more often these days because people like posting their shit on social media, bro. You know what I'm saying? People like posting their shit on social media. So when the shit don't work, they feel the need to explain to all of their followers, supporters, constituency, audience, and the other motherfuckers, constituency and audience, why it didn't work. And nobody ever wants to look like the bad guy. So that's what it is, bro. It's all about narrative.
I don't know, dude.
I'm saying this motherfucker done either you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker done created so much shit in these spaces. That little shit right there. He's created so much shit. But keep in mind,
and he on his 9th channel. That's
I mean, it might be more than that, but I'm just saying he's created so much shit that people ain't even realize, like, bro, at some point, bro, just either if you got that much of a problem with him, why the fuck you still keep letting him in the party? Like, why the fuck do you still keep letting him in the party? And even if you don't let him in the party, why the fuck are you putting his face on the flyers? Like, for real, why are you putting his face on the flyers?
I learned my lesson a long time ago.
Why the fuck is that nigga's name still on the goddamn sign outside? This shit is under new ownership, under new management, motherfucker. Like real shit, bro. Like he don't work here no more. That's it. You know, get his name off of it.
He's just another Decepticon that I just destroyed, but yet you let him infect. You let him infect a whole bunch of people, and now he's basically resurrected himself.
But no, think about it though. Think about it. And I don't like the little shit. But think about it. Did he really infect a bunch of people, or did he just expose a bunch of people, or did he allow a bunch of people to expose themselves? Because to be honest with you, the reason why that motherfucker I don't think will ever die really in this space is because he ain't too much different than a lot of the folks in this space. I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of folks. He's just a little that's all it is. Trust me, bro.
That's true.
This space attracts a certain type of broken motherfucker, bro. Now we all different. We all broken in different fucking ways. Everybody ain't gonna be as messy and as publicly messy and all of that other shit as he is. But a lot of folks ain't much different, bro.
That is fucking true. That is fucking true. And
I was putting the dollar bar on that shit, bro. I was running down on that motherfucker, and people was getting in the way a lot, like jumping in front of live ammunition. And I'm like, they're like, why are you doing it? I explained. I'm like, yo, this is what the fuck he's going to do if you allow him to do it. Like, this is what he's going to do. He's going to come up, spew fucking, just spew fuck shit. Some of that shit will be true, or some of that shit will have a little bit of truth. Some of that shit will just be just gone, just made up fucking delusional shit. But it'll always have fucking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 names attached, and it'll happen on somebody else's panel or channel other than his own. You know, that shit is just going to happen. And he knows that shit. That's been his strategy, bro. That's been his strategy, bro. Tagging and fucking mentioning names and just stirring up shit. You know?
Yeah, just to get the little views. We see it.
From around you,
little views up and shit.
Around you don't even have to do nothing if you just around. All you need is your avatar up on the fucking panel or something when he's there, or be in the chat or something. Your name gonna get spewed too. And by the time you realize that nigga's a problem, that nigga's become your problem. It's too late.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't none of that like, I see he's a problem, so I got rid of him. Nah, by that point, it's too late. Like, I tried to tell people that, fuck you, you a bully.
But here's the thing, man. The thing is, it's not even really about him. I can give a shit less about him. The show is basically about all the shit that spews on the internet that you have one person doesn't have the balls enough to say stop. Those 4-letter words, stop. It's like, okay, so what's the purpose of this and this and that? Okay, you're yelling why? You're yelling why, MJ? Because of the simple fact that nobody will listen to you, or the simple fact that people were supposed to have your back and you proclaimed that no one had your back then, when people were actually telling you stay the fuck away from him? Or I mean, what is it really is?
Of course, I piss people off because I brought back the sisterhood ain't shit hashtag and shit, because I'm like, why even ask that question when y'all already know the answer? Because her feelings her feelings are hurt and she feel alone. So what the fuck? Like, y'all already know the answer to that question. Why? That's it. The chick feelings are hurt and she alone. And when people make it seem like she the only motherfucker that's been going through that. Now, granted, not everybody can relate to just coming online and spewing their shit to the public. But if you was dealing with a motherfucker like that, little messy online midget motherfucker, then chances are, you gonna have to. If you go through that shit with him, you gonna have to, because if you don't, he will. So, I mean, like, why are we pretending like we don't know?
Ronnie, you ain't shit. She was stigmatized.
That's all I'm saying. People acting like it ain't ever happened to them. Like, what the fuck? And niggas, same with you niggas, dog, act like you ain't never put a bitch down like that. Or you done got pussy with nigga thinking, hey, you thinking you stigmatized the bitch, bro, and then she reminds you, no, motherfucker, you pussy whip. Like, for real. Hey, yeah, you thought you was handling that shit when you was getting handled. That shit happens, bro.
That's crazy.
And let's be real, if it ain't happened to you, you ain't getting enough. Go get you some more. Okay?
Yeah,
right.
But you know what? Now I'm starting to think that she bailed that nigga out. I'm starting to think. I don't even know why.
But 500, bro. That was a bullshit. That was a bullshit ass bond. You know that. Fuck 500, bro. If you can't go to your girlfriend for 500, even though you should have had the shit somewhere, but that's the first person. You don't even have, bro. Come on, bro.
So where did 20K come from?
Nah, bro. I mean, that shit adds up over time, man. You didn't see her community tab?
Nah. I can't even find her.
Well, check it. Oh, well, hey, gotta love the internet. It's all good.
I can't even. You know what? After this, I don't even want to.
It never really goes anywhere. It never really goes anywhere.
But the internet is for life, though.
No, it never goes anywhere. Whatever. But either way, basically, she posted probably about, I don't know what, about 9 screenshots of text messages, and then niggas asking for money all through them shits. The niggas asking for money for different shit. You know what I'm saying? For his having to pay his bills, having to pay his light bill, having to do other shit. You know what I'm saying? Needing to make $100 a day, and she's literally getting got, bro. It's like one of them damn telemarketers, elderly abuse scams type shit. Look like, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You looking at it, bro. It was saying,
if you become one of his minions, then he might.
She was just like, it's just, I'm just trying to hold 50.
She might want
to. These niggas is going, and you these niggas, whatever you need 50, you just tell them you need to pay a phone bill. Tell them you want a smoothie, brownie. That's it. Tell them you want a smoothie. Tell them you want a goddamn you want to get you some brownies. You trying to buy some edibles, or you making some edibles, or whatever the fuck. The niggas will fucking pay you, man, for real.
What's she going to do for me? Shouts out to Witch Doctor. What's he going to do for me?
No, don't get me wrong. I mean, look, I personally believe that you got 2 damaged people. If you want to assess the relationship, it's not really fair to assess people's relationship. We don't know what happened, like, personally between them. You know what I'm saying?
It sounds like somebody does know.
No, you just see the aftermath. You know what I'm saying? So, but luckily for us, we have what you had, fair use. So we're allowed to just break that shit down and have commentary based on what we see. And we're really not out of line with it. You know what I'm saying? So the way I see it, just based on what I see and the things that they've given me, I see two manipulative people, not even just one. I see 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? They got up, tried to manipulate each other. You know what I'm saying? Or not even that one thought they was in a position of power, you know what I'm saying, to manipulate by being able to give that person what it was that they needed, some attention, a little bit of clout, having a girlfriend, shit like that. And then they need money too. You know what I'm saying? You blessing shit, you funding the lifestyle, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You think you doing freaky shit, all that other shit. Like, hey, you got them. And you ended up getting manipulated by a motherfucker.
I heard that he has got some money out of some of them girls that be on his channel.
What the fuck? So that's why, bro. You ain't never seen me really disrespect the hustle. I don't disrespect people's hustle, bro, because his audience, whether you like him or them or what, bro, he gives them a fucking product that they want, so they pay him for it, bro. He was clear about that. He didn't want much, a fucking $100 a day, dog. And they made sure he got it.
Give me that $100 a day, dog.
But he was honest. He was
Get your
honest, and
motherfucking dog.
she showed the text messages that he was even texting that shit to her like, hey, I'll get off. He told her like she telling him get the fuck off YouTube, and he told her like, hey, I'll get the fuck off YouTube if you want to give me $100 a day.
What?
Like if you want to give me $100 a day, but if not, I'm going on YouTube to get it.
I would have been like, little nigga, if you don't get your ass up and go get a motherfucking job, nigga.
Bro, he said that too, bro. All that shit's in the text messages, dog. He's like, she telling him to get a job, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get a job, and then eventually he's like, I got a job, but in the meantime, till I get paid,
You
I
better
get
go and work
$100
at that motherfucking warehouse over there.
Hey, he's like, until I get paid, I need $100 a day. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I'm just saying that's the relationship dynamic between them. That ain't got nothing to do with us. We just know what we see.
This is oh no, it's not. Nope. It's not about him.
Sometimes people try to control folks with things like money. You know what I'm saying? Because they because they know that person needs it, and they feel like they're their only source or they're their easiest source. They might try to control them with money. They might try to control them with attention, status, whatever. And sometimes a lot of folks don't even know that they're doing it. They don't know that they're doing it. You know, they don't know that they're kind of, you know, just preying on the weak. You know what I'm saying? And they might disguise it. You know what I'm saying? Like your brain might disguise it as like, hey, I'm helping this person and shit like that. It's like, no, you're emotionally dependent, and you know that this is the only way that you can keep this person around you. You know what I'm saying? So what ends up happening is you end up getting manipulated by that person. Yeah.
Underline the word manipulate.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
then
saying. Trying to manipulate somebody because you think you're giving them what they need.
You have the parasite all up in your ass cheeks, and you wondering why you was like, I thought I had faith in this nigga. I thought he was actually going to change. All I wanted to do is change.
It's just like these dudes that talk about, yo, I'm a high value man. Whatever the fuck, I should be able to get a bitch to submit because I make a certain amount of money, whatever. And then it's like, nah, yo, next thing you know, your heart get broke. This chick leave you, get your money. Hey, you done paid her just to get with her. You done paid for shit while you had her. And then you gotta pay her on the way out. And a lot of times niggas get so caught up, bro. They gotta pay residuals on top of that shit. And they got a broken heart to go with that shit. Like a broken motherfucking heart, and the sheer embarrassment because the network done seen and they've been flaunting this person around like a piece of jewelry. You see how shit switched up on them? Your intentions were to control somebody. You know what I'm saying? Keep them, purchase them, whatever, and have them all under your beck and call at any time. You know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden, they got you all fucked up. Funny how that happens.
Learn your lesson. Learn your lesson.
It's the universe, bro. These are the
why you got the universe,
bro. Nah, these are the laws of the universe.
Exactly.
This is the stars, bro. This is deeper than us, bro. Like for real, what you throw out there is going to come right back to fucking ass, dog.
Yep, exactly.
You know?
I've learned that lesson, and quite frankly, it ain't gonna happen again. That's why I often tell
he's gonna get his too. He's been getting his. That motherfucker stay getting stuck. Just like you said, he on 9 channels. Nigga can't keep a fucking channel. Niggas got to deal with these stains on his reputation. It's just he don't give a fuck. He's got fucking, bro. He's got antibodies to the virus at this point. He did like embarrassment.
Mind you, I'm not pinning flowers on myself, but this is my only channel. I'll try to work on the second one, but this is my only channel that I've been on.
You saw this nigga get arrested, bro, on live stream. You feel me? Like that. Yeah. That's how much that nigga done neglected his life. With the amount of time that he spend all day on here, you know, what type of father do you think he's really capable of being to his babies?
He's not a father. He's not a father to me.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like eventually, bro, them kids get old enough to tell you what they think, dog. Like that shit happens for all of us as fucking parents. So You know what I'm saying? When hey, them kids will tell you what the fuck they think, and hey, you might get a thank you, or you might get a fuck you.
Fuck you.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real, once they get old. So think about
If you have a child, that grows up and he tells you what the fuck to do, you only got the right to be mad at him. You have no right to be mad at him because
no, I mean, you get the
fucked up.
children you raise. No, you get the children you raise. That is what it is. You get the children you raise. But that's just one of the things. Like all of that shit's gonna come back. Like you talking about you neglecting your family. Like you ain't got no job. You looking for a fucking job. You can't even do this shit like most of us do it as a hobby. You know what I'm saying? You need $100 a day from this shit just to survive. Just to survive. You gotta be fucking high as a fucking kite and shit. Just to be able to get
all I ask is
you are literally the walking. No, you're the walking dead. You have to zombify yourself all day. Most people smoke a spliff, hit a bowl or whatever. You know what I'm saying? To relax. Yo ass got to do it just to get through the day. You understand what I'm saying? Just to get through a fucking stream. You know?
You're right. Yeah, absolutely
like,
right.
If I did YouTube for a living, you think I would fucking smoke weed on my fucking streams? You got me fucked up.
All fucking
like you got me fucked up. I wouldn't smoke weed. I wouldn't drink. I wouldn't do any of that shit unless I were throwing a party. Okay.
Yeah. And you don't. And how many of those blunts?
If I've got to actually host the party, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be fucked up at all because the shit's got to go right.
Hey, how many of them excuse me? How many of those weed rollers is laced, nigga? How many of them is laced?
I don't know what he's on. I'm just saying, bro, that karma's gonna hit him too. It's just the embarrassment's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? He's doing what he's supposed to do with this attention that he's getting. He's going on tour. And that's why I say you lock that motherfucker out. That's why I just suggested some shit that just put the attention on her. And also might have helped her to move on. You know, and focus on something else. So that way, fuck that. That nigga just turns into a fucking footnote. That shit just turns into a footnote. But everybody want to make that piece of shit the topic of conversation, even like we just did just now. My bad on that, but that is what it is. When you make him the topic of conversation, you trend him, that motherfucker go from 5 live viewers to 50 live viewers to 100 live viewers to 200 live viewers.
But I didn't put his name on the title. I didn't even put his name on the title.
And he knows that. No, I'm just saying, yeah, because you smart. You know what I'm saying? You smart. I purposely ain't tag him neither, dog. Whatever. But everybody just want to talk about how stupid this shit is and shit like that. I'm like, man, fuck that. We don't have time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got a parasite in the motherfucking house, dog. You got a parasite in, bro. You gotta get that shit out of here. For real.
Yeah, but I understand. You want the money, you want the views, you want the content. I understand.
Nah, I mean, it's gotta go with the attention. It's going to go. Hold up, but with the attention, it's gonna go somewhere, right? It's gonna go somewhere. So why the fuck? It's up to us where it goes. We control the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? We decide what we're gonna talk about, what we're gonna trend. So fuck that, man. You know, like we can send it. We can bring that shit back to ourselves. Just like you making content, you bringing people over here. You breaking down other folks' content. So that's bringing a little bit of attention to Bomb Cherry's channel, whatever. But for the most part, you know, I would rather that shit go to any and everybody else, but that motherfucker. Any and everybody else, but that motherfucker.
I hear you, but again, the thing that bothers me is that, well, obviously you know this, that the trending topics are the ratchet shit, and over here I just try to prove a point. That's it. I'm just trying to prove a little point. People gonna do whatever the hell they want to do. If they want to hear that ratchet bullshit all day long, 24/7, that's on them. But again, where does it go? Where does it fucking go? It goes nowhere. And this is the reason why I believe that people's channels are going to be taken down. A lot of them. A lot of them.
It's like I said, this is deeper than all of the talking points and all the bullshit that everybody want to hang on and details. Bro, this is the laws of the universe. Just like planet Earth, bro. Every now and then there are fucking hurricanes and tsunamis, and you know what I'm saying, there's global warming, and you know what I'm saying, extinction level events and all types of fucking shit. The Earth has its own fucking antibodies, bro. Will cleanse itself from time to time, you know, of its parasites. So like this space is no different. YouTube is no different. That's why you see them channels get taken down. That's why there ain't no Obsidian, there ain't no Tommy. Well, there is a Tommy, but you know what I'm saying, he's got to do some covert shit to stay up. You know what I'm saying, there is no Cynthia G, you know, anymore. They got Taz. You saw your girl lost her shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's a lot of
Michael Mick doesn't exist.
I mean, not that they don't exist, but I'm just saying, bro, they just like you said, taking channels down, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of most of these people have actually lost a channel. You know what I'm saying? Lost at least one channel, if not a couple of channels, or they're just getting demonetized, you know, or deplatformed. Fresh Fit got demonetized. I mean, the list goes on and on how many motherfuckers got demonetized. You see what's up, bro. You know, like over in the other sectors. Most of them folks ain't monetized, can't get monetized. You know what I'm saying? Can't get monetized. Because they on the fuck shit. And they know it. You know what I'm saying? They know it. Like, fuck out of here. YouTube ain't about to partner with me on this shit up there.
Yeah, well, this is like I said, it's a lesson. It's a lesson to be learned. But if you still on the panel and you realize what's going on and you still up there and you get cut and you're the one that gets cussed out at the end, that's on you. That is on you. I would have not appeared. I would have not have shown a face. I would have been in the clouds listening, but you can't listen but so much.
I mean, to be honest, like, unless I were promoting something, like, you know what I'm saying? Unless I were promoting something, I probably in that situation, I wouldn't even respond. Out of here. Let that shit die
It's like I didn't understand it while you popped up on Sharon's that one day. I'm like, you know what he's capable of.
Yeah, but I needed an excuse to be able to do what I was capable of. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And
true. And you can
that's all I said. I was like, before everybody drag her, let her give you an excuse to do it. Let her give you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we tried to give you solutions. We even threw you a fundraiser and a party. We brought some new niggas around you. We was all smiles. We ain't even really let a motherfucker bring that shit up. We even blocked that motherfucker from coming around. And you still on his fucking nuts. So hey, we can't help you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to get at. But then you never know. She might just move on. If you do that, she might just move on. I just didn't see any positive on dragging the chick for filth.
No,
really
really? You didn't see no positive? None? None
and dragging her for filth when she's clearly just alone and hurt. And at the end of the day, I know what this algorithm was originally like formed for, the one that everybody piggybacking off of. With the whole,
I didn't know I didn't know you was a pick me uppity ass nigga was a positive trait. I didn't know that.
No. I have an end game and a goal to everything that I fucking do on this bitch. And at the end of the day, I was like, dragging her for filth just gives that motherfucker attention. You know what I'm saying? It brings clout and views to him. And the space is my client. I'm merely a consultant. I thought this space was set up so that people were going through shit can help people. I'm sorry, people that had gone through shit can help people that were going through shit and help more people to avoid shit. Like, that was supposed to be the positive, so we could congregate and we could help each other. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that was supposed to be the purpose. So if we're not gonna uphold the mission statement, you know what I'm saying? And when somebody's down, we just gonna kick them no matter what. Like, we done seen positive shit happen in this space. So come on, at some point, that's all I was asking the ladies was like, I get what you're saying, and you can even bring up my shit, but you judging me on how I treat my enemies. Fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck am I supposed to treat my enemies? How the fuck I choose to treat them? You know what I'm saying? But I'm asking y'all, if that's your sister and shit, why are you treating her like an enemy?
You have your way of.
Nah, I mean, I'm just saying, I treat my enemies like enemies. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And if y'all
I understand. I understand what you're saying, bro.
you know what I'm saying? That's
Bro,
fine.
I understand. I understand completely of what you're saying.
But
But
how
I'm
do you
saying
treat
we're
your
coming from
friends?
two different. Right.
Yo, that's all I'm saying, man.
Yeah. I get you. But the only thing I'm saying to let the audience know, you have your way of treating your enemies, and I have my way of treating my enemies. You are not afraid at all to drag a nigga down to the dungeon depths of hell.
Yeah.
You had no problem doing that. I've seen you do it thousands of times.
Yeah.
Thousands of fucking times, and it works for you. It doesn't necessarily work for me unless you piss me off to the point.
I get it though, but I'm not gonna do that to somebody that I consider my friend, my homie, my brother, my sister. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just asking motherfuckers. I'm like, yo, is this motherfucker your enemy? Because if so, I can understand. But if it's we trying to help and that's she was our friend, what the fuck? Like what the fuck? Like damn, at that point, if that's my friend, I know my friend's gonna make some mistakes, whatever, because they wasn't thinking. This shit happens. Right. Hey, I'm right here to help them up if they want my help. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't want my help, I'm gonna leave them to their own devices. But I ain't got nothing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't about to drag you.
All we ask is just to listen. Listen and observe. And if it works for you, it works for you. It's the simple things. It's the simple things that we ask for. But you make things so freaking difficult. It's just like I was proving it to proving to everybody that MJ just making it difficult for herself. But yet the simple things are a little too boring. I get it. So I treat you like a therapist. I was like, so what do you want to do? What do you mean what I want to do? Like, what do you want to do?
You talk to her?
You still want to be with her? You still want to be with her, right? It's like, no, but so why you keep calling out his name? Why?
That's it, man.
Why you keep? That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Simple shit. Why you keep calling her? People are attacking me. Why are you talking to them?
We know why. And it's like, come on, we pretended like that shit ain't like common. So it's like, okay, we're just.
This is like a bad soap. This is like a bad soap opera we've seen 1,000 times, but it gets the viewership. But then after a while, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, oh, whatever, yeah, right, okay, what's next?
Hey, like I said, ain't nothing to throw a party on this bitch, dog. Give me fucking about 48 hours to promote that bitch. Throw a party, sub party. You know what I'm saying? Get everybody smiling, you know what I'm saying, trading channel links and shit like that, laughing, joking. You won't even care about
we're gonna take this on the road. We're like, you know we're gonna tour. We're gonna get money for the tour.
But I'm just saying that's what you want to do when you want to move on. Like we done been there. And I'm sure the ladies have too. Like, what the fuck, bro? You saw the shit with even B. Taylor and Princella. What? Hey, real life with Yanni came through. She said, hey, we went out. You know what I'm saying? We went out. We went drinking. You know what I'm saying? Your homegirls was right there. I mean, whether you like them chicks or not, that looked like some actual sisterhood shit. Like, yeah, sure, you know you fucked up. You ain't even do that shit over a nigga. Whatever. We got you. You know? We got you.
I like you know what the swab thing about it was when they were up on here a couple I think like last year, they were acting like real sisters to each other until that whole debacle happened. And it was like that shit went all way left field. Like, okay, all right.
I'm just saying, bro. I used to bartend. Divorce parties were the most fun. Divorce parties were extremely fun. I had one. You know, I enjoyed it. Like,
divorce parties, really?
Oh, you should, motherfucker, bro. How often does a motherfucker get to fucking break out of a prison, dog, and survive that shit? You damn right. Throw a party. Yeah, divorce parties are real, nigga. Bro, most gentlemen's clubs and shit's got that shit on the flyer, like on the wall. We do all that shit. Birthday parties, divorce parties, corporate functions, whatever fucking, we do it all. You know?
You ain't shit at. You ain't fucking shit
Huh?
at all.
Yeah, divorce parties, hell yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So what happens at these divorce parties?
That's what-
Birthday cakes, beers on the house,
Damn right.
strippers. What
Damn
we
right,
got?
bro. Nah, bro, the person getting divorced. The women have them shits too.
Yeah. Twerk parties for days. Yep.
Bro, they do what the fuck they do. They have them shits a lot at the
Liquor
mall,
license for days. Yep. Yeah.
at the mall strip clubs and shit. They have divorce parties and shit. You know what I'm saying? And them women get wild, money, bro. Dog,
You
I've heard
you
allegedly.
you sound too much like Poppy and them.
Nah, but it's the truth.
Yo,
Nah, divorce parties are real. So I'm just saying, bro, man, that's what you do though. You know what I'm saying? Make that person the guest of honor. You know what I'm saying? To make them feel good, because that's some shit that can get you down, and that's what your friends are gonna do for you.
I can't.
I'm just saying, it's a space. I thought I get it, dog. The chick's moving a little goofy, and that nigga's been goofy. But at the end of the day, dog, as a space, I thought we was bigger than that. That's all I'm saying.
I want women to look at him directly into his
Well, I'm not gonna
eyeballs.
say I thought we was bigger. I thought we could be bigger.
No, but I want women to actually look at him and see if there is the such thing as long term. There ain't. All you gonna see is a bunch of weed smoke and shitty diapers everywhere. What the fuck is going on?
I mean, motherfucker don't want long term. You looking for a motherfucker that you can train like a little fucking some a golden retriever or some shit. You want it to fetch, do tricks. You know what I'm saying? Sit up, roll over a bag, whatever. And then the tables get turned, and next thing you know, you're
Motherfucker
at
don't even deserve to be a golden retriever.
You know what I'm saying?
He need to
Rolling
be a
over.
poodle.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying you try to domesticate a fucking animal. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck a lot of them chicks be doing with niggas. They try to domesticate a fucking animal, and dudes be trying to do that shit too. You know what I'm saying? They try to domesticate it, not even domesticate an animal, but domesticate a human being. Like they try to domesticate a human being, and you can't do that. Next thing you know, your ass get domesticated. You end up being the one rolling over, doing tricks, taking orders, sitting up, begging, all of that shit out of nowhere. That's the energy you throw out.
But real quick, do you really think he gangster like that though?
Bro, I don't knock nobody's hustle, dog. The dude, if he's still a man, you know, then he's capable of having that effect on a woman. Like whatever, bro. You talk to her a certain way. You don't have to talk to her in an ideal way. For me, you, or even most chicks, you just talk to this chick in a way in which you fucking hit that goddamn button. You know what I'm saying? You hit that button, you trigger some shit, she feeling a certain type of way, and then boom, the physical encounter just reinforces some shit. Next thing you know, you're stuck with her. You stuck with her.
I'm talking about in terms of people actually coming up and smacking the shit out this motherfucker. He talking about he got gangsters on payroll. That little nigga got gangsters on payroll. That's funny.
That nigga don't even have his internet provider on fucking payroll.
That is so funny. And I'm still I don't even know why I'm still tripping on this, but I actually want to see it happen. If he gonna put me on the obituaries, I want to see it. I want to see it.
You already know the dude's talking. He knows he's just talking. I mean, who the fuck takes that shit seriously? But
you dumb bitch. He gonna talk about he'll put me in the Lansing State Journal in the obituaries.
I'm just saying,
I would love to see that.
In a space that's predicated on relationship conversations, yeah, break it down. It's good commentary. It's a cool conversation to have. But I didn't see a reason to kick this chick any further when she got according to her, she got a $20,000 hole in her pocket. She's clearly hurt. She's clearly alone. You know what I'm saying? Because there was nobody that she could confide in that could just stop her from embarrassing herself on fucking live streams. Maybe it's because people abandoned her, or maybe it's because she alienated their asses.
Did they abandon her? Or did she abandon her principles?
But my point is, regardless of what the purpose, like what the reason is for it, that shit really don't fucking matter. The point is, this is what it is. The chick is alone. She's alone. She's clearly alone. Everything she see.
What advice would you have for her?
What if I move on? 2 words.
Move on. Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I tried to break down this analogy, bro. I was like, it's just like you driving a car, bro. And you need to go somewhere. And you're not focused on your GPS. You're not focused on the fucking what's in the windshield. You're just staring at your rear view mirror. Exactly. While you driving. The fuck out of here. You about to get into a wreck. You likely not gonna end up where you want to go. Because you're focused on what the fuck is behind you. You can glance at it from time to time, but you get some context and you move safely, but it's still the rear view mirror. And rule number 1 for defensive driving is when there's fuck shit on the road, the safest place for it is in your rear view mirror. Mm-hmm. It can't hurt you back there. So get that shit out of your windshield and put it in your rear view mirror.
That was so beautiful. I'm at loss for words. There ain't nothing else I can say to that because you already you done said it. You done said it already.
Yeah.
But I emulate that same message to these women up here, but I don't want to get into any mess.
I'm with Bridget on that, but I mean, moving on, like working on yourself. That's all part of moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that shit is all part of it. I was like, I try to sum it up, but you right. Hell yeah, you can't neglect yourself. Yeah, because right now the situation is what it is. You're hurt. You're alone. You know, you got a dent in your pocket, in your pocketbook. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, yeah, you got to fix that shit, and you got to move on. Like that's part of moving on. You know what I'm saying? But it's just you. But you focus on.
I see her a little bit more. No, I think she would need to work on herself. That's what I would tell her. Work on yourself.
When people think moving on means getting another motherfucker, nah, man.
No. That again, work on yourself. Don't get another Daryl. Don't get another nobody. Work on yourself.
No. I mean, it is possible to move on and stay the fuck alone. Like moving on and being alone don't have to be different things. It just means moving on from this situation. Just move on from it. You know?
Here's the thing. You're
sowing.
If you don't do that, you're just gonna end up sowing your soul onto somebody else, and they're gonna get the same same effect, no matter what it is, however it was, on the new nigga versus the old nigga. And then the old nigga gonna pop up and it's gonna be a shit show all over again.
I mean, that's why the concern is to move on. Before you get with another nigga, you have to actually have moved on. Moving on comes before you get with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But you have to move on from that other shit.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So,
well, I'm gonna review the rest of this bullshit, and then I'm gonna have to move. I'm going to move forward.
That would be my advice, because let's just keep it real. Most dudes wouldn't even fuck with somebody that's that broken.
Why the fuck would they?
Nah, because number one, you don't have a fucking time. I don't have a fucking time to deal with that shit. That's a little too needy for me, man. Like, for real. If that nigga wasn't calling her or messaging her all fucking day, you know what I'm saying? Love bombing her ass and asking for money and all of that shit, it likely would have been the other way around. Because you can see that as soon as he's elsewhere, you know what I'm saying, he can't get rid of the chick. So
we all know a real nigga would have said what? A real nigga would have said what? Get a motherfucking job. I can only beg, but for so much.
But that's the only reason why he got time on his hands, bro. That's the only reason why he got that time on his hands. So I'm just saying, real nigga wouldn't have had time to be all fucking in there. She would have had to have some shit going on for herself over the course of the day. You got to be doing something.
You got to
I know,
you
you know, that's me
keep smoking
personally.
that bullshit. You got to take a piss test, and you keep failing that. You keep failing, and you keep throwing your application in the garbage, all because you can't get can't get in control of yourself. So
I personally can't deal with women that don't have something going for them, at least not for long. So, and I get it. Sometimes we get in that phase where we don't want to do shit. That happens for all of us. Sometimes it could be from burnout. It could just be from straight laziness. But at some point, you're gonna need to have just more to do over the course of the day than worry about what the fuck I'm doing. I don't have time for that shit.
I hear you. I fucking hear you. Hear you. But I wish her all the best. I wish her all the best in the world, and hopefully, baby girl lands on her feet. That's the only thing that's the only thing I can say at this point. I hope she lands on her feet.
But people manufacture drama, just so that they can get the attention. A lot of people manufacture circumstances so that way they can be the victim. I just try to tell these motherfuckers, bro, understand that's a card, that victimhood card. Allow yourself to play that shit organically if you're gonna play it at all, because you can only play it once. Nobody respects a 2-time, 3-time, 4-time victim, because at that point you're a volunteer now. Yep. You're not a victim, or you might just be a villain your goddamn self. Like, for real, you might be the predator. Seriously. So people start realizing that shit. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so that victim card can only be played once. So use it sparingly.
Use it, wisely. I'll put it wisely.
Yeah, wisely. No, you're absolutely right. Use it wisely. Use it wisely, because, hey, I should say, man, you might want to just save it. I mean, you should just want to save it till you actually get fucking victimized. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm not gonna hold your hand. I'm not gonna hold your hand, because you're gonna end up getting me hurt.
To come in here trying to garner sympathy for a situation that you voluntarily didn't just put yourself in, but you refused to get out of.
I did have some sympathy for her at first. I did, but then the patterns didn't make much sense. It didn't make any sense at all. And then obviously she showed her card a little bit, and it's like, by yelling and screaming and, no, it's not my fault, you're not listening. No, it don't need to be all that.
So she's the first person that has come on this motherfucker and fucking expose themselves while trying to ruin someone else's reputation at the same time.
Yes.
Or you know what I'm saying? Like, what? She's the first person that we've seen that shit happen with?
No. She's not the first, and she won't be the last.
So, I mean, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show everybody who the fuck you really are. Now you just showed everybody who the fuck you are.
You are. After the first time it was like we okay.
What this motherfucker was, we all knew that shit.
Yeah.
Now we see what the fuck you are.
You are.
But hey, wait, you look at him like we ain't looking at like
him. We looking at
you pointing your finger, but we're not looking at where your finger at. You pointing your finger.
But what do I do? Go back to the very beginning where we told you XYZ. Go back to there, because I ain't got nothing for you here in the present time. Go back into the past of what we told you.
Media shit, when you got motherfuckers that are always pointing their goddamn fingers, stop paying attention to where they're pointing and just pay attention that they're always pointing their finger. Pay attention to that. Just pay attention to what you see.
Fool me once.
People can't miss that. That's why they like, what a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? We see you trying to get back in this motherfucking good graces. Because I'm not even gonna say because, but it looks like it's by just bringing him some attention.
And shouts out to baby Venus. Venus is she's rough. But she's gonna get a little tired of niggas too. I understand it. I understand.
Like, how the fuck y'all gonna have so-called gender war debates every motherfucking day, and the ladies treat each other like they do.
As you
I'm
witness
like,
it,
come on. I said, I'm like, every year, y'all do some
as
shit.
you witness it
But
every
they
year.
just gift wrap. Hey, they just gift wrap the gender war to the dudes because they start fucking just going after each other.
I had
Oh,
to
I'm like,
admit,
come on, man.
I had to admit, I mean, there hasn't been too many Negroes doing a piss contest of one another, but now I'm starting to see that these women here is really putting in the work.
Man, what took you so long? You remember the damn stream I did?
No, I was listening. I was like, I ain't got time for that
What's up,
shit.
Mahogany? Nah, of course, Barry, you got a right to listen, bro. That shit's entertainment. That shit's live. That's what I'm saying. Once this shit
But
come
here's
on
the
YouTube,
thing:
bro,
how long? The point is, how long? How long are we going to entertain this shit? It's getting tiresome. It really is.
bro, as soon
What
as
is it? What
another
does it get
topic,
you? Where
as
does
soon
it
as
go?
another topic comes up, we'll drop it.
Act like I'm a 4-year-old. What do you mean?
Nah, bro, this shit happens all the time. Every time there's a topic, you know what I'm saying, we beat it into the fucking ground till another topic comes.
Oh, I
As
know
soon as
that part.
As soon as another topic, this shit literally has likely until like Saturday morning, tops, and then it's gonna be some other shit.
Okay, but okay, and you know what I say to the entertainers? You know what I say? When another black man dies or another black woman gets beat up out there, I don't really want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You had ample time to prove yourself worthy on the internet to go, stop. We ain't hearing this shit no more. We're going to have a solution for you. And if you don't like the solution, please get the hell on.
Bro, look, after like, I'm going to give it Saturday morning at the latest. The only attention that them people get is like the attention that they try to bring to themselves. That's it. Ain't nobody going to willingly give them shit. Because people get bored with shit real quick on this motherfucker, bro. They do.
Yes. Yeah. But how is it? But maybe you can, you can. Okay. So what's the, I hate doing this to myself. What's the difference between me and I would say most people? What's wrong with me?
It sounds like you want something. I'm not gonna say that you want something positive, but you just you
Be honest. Be honest. Just be
I don't know,
honest.
man.
I can
You
take
seem
it.
to have a different. You just seem to have a different goal in mind. Like maybe you think this is gonna make the community better or something like that. And these people just want to cuss each other out, bro.
I see. I see. Oh, so whenever, okay. Whenever I want to make sense of things, it's like, yeah, okay, nigga, we hear you. All right, we're gonna go over here. You know, Tyrone cussed out Mahogany. It's like, oh, we got to tune in for this shit.
Yeah, you already know what's up. You know what I'm saying? You do a positive stream, nobody comes through. You do a fuckery stream, everybody comes through.
But it's easy. It's so easy. I can actually do it. You know how many? Actually, there's two people that I want to cuss out. You know the actually one person that I would really love to cuss out. I would drag through the mud. Hell, I wouldn't even want to do that. I'll just meet up in person and just I wish I could laser a bitch, and put it on camera for everybody to see. But again, I tell myself, where does it go? It goes nowhere.
That's another difference between you and most people, because most people on here don't even think that far. If they feel a certain type of way right now, they just hit the live button and go in.
Yeah. You can come up if you want. I already put the stream up there. But again, and I've seen you do it. I've seen you do it a couple of times, and it works for you. And people listen to you. And the next thing you know, you have 1,000. You have up to 1,000. You know what happened to me when I the only time I had maxed out to 100 and I had maxed out to 150 156 is when I did that. We were doing the whole Princella thing, and that wasn't really my goal. My goal was to warn what's her name again? What is her name again? Oh, what's her face about Princella, right? And the next thing you know, my live is lit, and it was overwhelming at the time. I ain't getting that shit back. I ain't getting that shit no more. I wish I would have gotten them 180 licks for what my real purpose was, but it's not going to.
No, that's the thing. I mean, you just switch things up. All that shit can change overnight. That's why I said, I'm like, man, don't even look at the numbers. Them shits don't fucking matter until it's time to just review your analytics as a whole when you're starting to make pivots and changes. I wouldn't really worry about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have the viewers, that means you ain't in the right algorithm. That's all it is. But if you're doing topics that are near and dear to you and you're able to keep the show on a decent format and shit, and you know what I'm saying, your audience will find you, bro. Like they'll find you.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
No, of course.
But
of course. None of this shit. None of this shit.
I mean, no, but just like you said, Julie, you're talking about like when you had Princella over here, right?
And mind you,
saying, like,
I
you
did
got
not
Princella over
ask.
here, so her people are gonna come follow her wherever she is.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're gonna have a spike in numbers for that. That's it. That happens.
But mind you, I mean, I asked and she was a bit busy. So I said, oh, okay, so it's not going to even happen. So I'm not going to even worry about it. And the next thing you know, me and a homegirl of mine, we was just chilling, talking. And the next thing you know, she pops up. It's like, I didn't summon her.
No, she had time. You know, she came up on a little extra time. But I mean that shit's gonna happen. That's why people be too focused on shit that they really have no control over. Can't control who fucking watches you. You know, if you put on a good show, people will come.
They're frauds. I know they're frauds, but yeah, frauds are like leeches. They need to latch on to something. They do. Because in another 45 minutes, I'm off this bitch and I'm eating pancakes. That's what I'm doing. I got too much shit to do. I just thought I'd come up on here and let everybody know that this shit is boring.
Bro, it makes me know. I just numbers are gonna, especially when you live streaming, bro. Numbers are gonna fluctuate because you ain't the only motherfucker on.
Mm-hmm.
That just is what it is. You ain't the only motherfucker on, bro. So people spreading
that. Well, wait, hold on. We all know that we got those people who have Apple laptop, 2 or 3 monitors, you know, just looking to see who they're gonna troll. Come on, bro. It's done plenty. It happened to be plenty of times.
I'm one of them niggas with a fucking laptop and 3 fucking monitors, and I tell you, through the whole fucking day, my monitors were taken, bro. Like I can't even watch YouTube. I don't have time. Like I just don't have time. I got too much shit going on. Like I can't watch it. I can't be concerned with it. I can't listen to it. I can't do shit. I'm busy, bro. Hardwired in. So I recommend everybody, man, find something else to do, man. Just find something else to do. Because it's not even just bullshit.
You still got beef with that stupid ass nigga?
Who?
Fucking unlikely.
I ain't have no beef with the motherfuckers in the first place. They keep coming at me. about some
I
bullshit.
don't know
But
why. I don't know why I said that in the first place. Beef. I
yeah,
didn't.
but no, it's not be like if you notice with me, when other folks drop it, I usually drop it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When they drop it, I drop it. You know, but you're gonna keep fucking with me, man. Like for real. What's up,
All
Mahogany?
right.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Two of my faves. I just woke
Hey,
up. I had to check you out. I saw you were live. Uh-huh.
nah, we're just shooting the shit right now. I was doing some ratchetness, some reacting to some ratchetness a little earlier, just to prove a point.
Oh.
It's just crazy right now, real crazy. But as soon as the ratchetness stops, then the shit show stops.
Shit show
That,
hasn't
that,
stopped for me
that's
in this
usually the
space for
case.
3 years.
I know, right?
And according to a lot
I
of
know
folks,
how
that
she.
shit's going
I
on
know
since
she knows
before I
how it
got here.
feels. But I believe there's so much more to you. But people don't want to see that because they're tunnel vision.
Who you
It's
talking
like
to?
you.
Oh, people know about me, honey. They like to act. Let me tell you something about these people. These folks know very well, even the ones that are so big and high and mighty know very well. Most of them know who I am. They, it's have a lot of personal stuff going on, so I don't give this a lot of energy. I don't have a lot of energy to give right now at this moment, but things are not always going to be this way. So I come when I want to come, honey. That's how it is.
You know what? You and Lisa share the same sentiment. Y'all say the
Mhm.
same. Y'all say the same exact
True.
thing.
Let me tell you something. I'll give you a little history that some people might not know. Some people know. Bunny knows because she's around. There's a few people that know because they were around. But I was literally my up and comings. I literally started my channel around the same time as Mr. Fantastic. That's me. I literally we started our channels maybe a week or so apart, but I just wasn't consistent. And at that time, that's when Nyla and Taz and Cynthia G were doing their thing. This is when things in the space were really starting to move and groove. And I had an opportunity because O'Shea and I were friends on Facebook, and he invited me several times. He used to say, "Mahogany, you need to come on my show and do this ramble, stop being so shy," because I had reached out to him about being on his show. But my brother, see, if you really, really watch me, like the people who really been with me from the beginning, they know the whole story. I started coming, I was in the space for a while, but I just stayed in the clouds for years and years and years. Then I finally dropped down, and the first person I dropped down to was O'Shea Duke Jackson because I just thought he was hilarious. And I was pretty consistent on his show. And then because of the algorithm, O'Shea started inviting everybody, and I mean everybody, to include Cynthia G and Rashida Strober. And so a lot of these motherfuckers know me. They know me. I don't need to prove myself because the people that have been around me, like Sister George, like all these people, they know who I am. Because
Mm-hmm.
my presence has been here. I've been here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I
I don't need to prove anything.
I understand completely. I
Yeah.
understand.
I mean, I even got accused of, oh, this is for content. I'm like, dude, I got so much stuff, like content to go out. I don't have to do anything on a Tuesday or a Wednesday night on YouTube.
I didn't
I
get that
don't want
either
to.
when he asked.
Hmm?
I didn't get that either when he asked you that.
Hmm.
It was like what was the purpose? I mean, you do content as well, so.
But I'm just saying, if you see me on a Tuesday or a Wednesday night, just up, I don't have to do that.
No.
I got to do it because I feel like it. You know. But I'm on a schedule with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to say something real quick, and then I'm gonna let y'all go back to talking because I actually was just enjoying. I really was enjoying just listening to y'all. I've been so
Mm-hmm.
exhausted. Auntie knows my dog passed away about 5 days ago. And
Oh, my condolences.
yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've had pets before, but this is just so they all hurt me. I can't say that they didn't, but this is just something about this one because both of my dogs are really considered to me. They're still puppies. We've only had them for 5 years. So and we had them almost since birth, since they were about 3 or 4 months old. And like I spend almost when I'm not working, I spend almost every waking moment with my dog, literally every waking moment with my dog. The other one I didn't see as much because he actually they fight. They're full grown males. And so their play often gets vicious. And not only does it get vicious, it gets too much for me. I can't get between them I don't want to get hurt. Because they will bite. Both of them bite. So we decided to keep that. They play well. They, when
What type of dog was it?
I can do better. I can show you some videos. See, I don't want to take over. Only if you want me to share the videos, I'll show you some videos. Do you want to see them?
Sure.
Oh, well, y'all go ahead. I'll find it. Oh, but I did want to say something to you before I lose the thought. When I was talking about they're all imposters and frauds, I'm not talking about our supporters. We know who our supporters are, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about these fake ass people because for years I sat there and wondered, why do these damn people get all the views? Why? Like I had a thing against Jessica X for years for several reasons, because she used to get up on her platform and talk shit about dark-skinned women, and then she claimed that she looked better than half the women in the space. And I'm thinking, bitch, we don't know what you look like. That could be true, but until you cam up, ho, we don't know what you look like. So shut the fuck up.
See,
just get on my nerves. And I did let it go. I actually like her to some degree. I like the way she flamed Bomb Cherry up.
A few times.
Yes, honey, it was everything. So yeah.
Who was this person?
What's her name? We call her Faceless, but Jessica X. No, she all right with me. She earned her space with me, honey, when she did that on the Purge.
I heard she had to. I heard she quit, or am I wrong? Am I wrong about?
She might have temporarily. I think she did say that for a while she's. People get tired.
Which is the right thing to do if you're not going to be on here for a minute and you built a platform like she has. Put the channel on stealth, because people are sending flag teams and they doing fucking with old videos and whatever. So just put it on stealth, especially if you plan on maybe doing a rebrand. I don't know what her plans are, but it looked like, I think she hit her own channel. It didn't look like it was taken down.
Just like I did. I just hit the bitch. I didn't take it down because obviously he was catching heat. He was catching too much heat. But at any rate, yeah, go and share the pictures, girl. I love dogs. I love dogs. Never had one. I had pet fish. I told Knight Rider not to go up in that little hole. He went up there in that hole 3 times. The one that like bubbles up. It bubbles up so you can breathe air out that bitch. I told him not to go up that the little shaft. He went up that shaft 3 times. First time I got him up out of there. Second time I ended up getting out of there again. Third time he ended up he just kicked the bucket. So I was like, okay, so I got 2 pet fish left. So
but as far as the space is concerned, look, the space is gonna do what the space does. I just think from time to time we just need to focus on things that we can do to kind of get everybody together, probably to do something a little positive, and then let everybody go back to the bullshit again tomorrow. But every now and then, just give everybody, you know what I'm saying, just like the family, we argue, we fuss, we fight, but for them holidays or a certain special occasion, we get together and ain't nothing but laughs, jokes, and drinks.
How many times did you see me on Ball Eggs?
I didn't hear you.
I said, how many times did you see me on Ball Eggs?
Couple.
Huh?
A couple.
That wasn't intentional, That was not intentional.
You did kind of wig out.
Bruh, that was not intentional.
Well, Mahogany also dragged that man and his sister for filth last week. That shit was funny as hell, man.
Auntie needs to
that man and his sister.
Sister?
Well, it's really was directed at him, and he knew that. I just didn't like how he threw her in the fire. I was like angry that he did that, but we spoke actually. Well, not spoke. We messaged each other, and it's all good. And if I ever see her, I'll apologize to her. She's not a YouTuber. That's why she shouldn't even. She should have just. He shouldn't have had her up there.
That shit was fun. Like, hey, you gonna put her in the middle? Hey, she can get this work too.
Well, she started. I was trying to ignore her. I just didn't have a lot of patience to that day.
No, they don't understand. Like that's how the people get. Where you think I learned this shit from? And I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? That's why we unlock like hey, you'll go at them. I'm like, no, I really don't. It's like people want to jump in there. Fuck it, yo, they can get it too. That's what we're gonna do here. We'll make a show out of it. Run them numbers up. Fuck it.
So I'll show you a couple more, but that's my baby. That's my Bruno. So that's my Bernese Mountain Dog mixed with Labrador Retriever. That's mine. I got him when I was in school because I just wanted a puppy so bad when I was in school and couldn't have one because I was sharing an apartment with some other students. And I will show. So I'll show you. I'll just be showing you stuff as you guys talk. I'm gonna find some pictures of my of our German Shepherd. Hold on. I mean, not German Shepherd. We've had so many dogs. Our German Rockwilder. Hold on a second. I grew up with dogs, so I've had a lot of dogs, but something about this one just really upset me.
So yo, that's just the game. But I see a few people, man, trying to pivot their stuff. You know, got a real, cool, nice vibe going. Genuine vibe. It's not phony. It's not manufactured. And I like it. And I'm still kind of careful about how I share that stuff because I know certain folks will come over there and try to impose the same old bullshit.
You know? Which is, again, it's some scandalous. I thought somebody stole my damn car. I heard my alarm go off. I was like, "What the fuck?" So I ran. I'm like, "Oh, okay, my baby's still out there." But yeah, like I said, my condolences to your dog and everything. You gonna get another one, or you're just gonna
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You plan on getting another dog?
I don't think I can right now because I asked my boyfriend. I didn't ask him because I know how he feels about that dog. My boyfriend actually has had a couple of traumatic situations with dogs, and I don't think he could take it, to be honest. His last dog died from some type of cancer, and he paid.
Ooh.
And yeah, over $5,000. And our dogs are not cheap. Like especially his, because he likes purebreds. I personally, I love all animals, so I don't need my dog to be purebred, but he likes purebred. And so it's not about the money, but when we put a lot of time and dedication. Like I say, we play with our dogs, we walk our dogs, and they're almost like I don't like it when people compare dogs to children because they're not children. Like let's not, but at the same time, I do have a love. I can't really explain it. I like my dog more than I like some people, especially on YouTube.
I know I love my dogs way more than I love most of these people on YouTube. You're damn right. But yeah, I said that to a woman a couple of weeks ago on Nidus's panel. I was like, no, a dog isn't a child. Like a pet is not a child. It's a family member. I understand that. I had fucking pictures of my dogs on the walls. One of our dogs, we had her painted in oil. And she had a portrait on the wall with, I'm saying, just like the rest of the family members, like she was part of the family.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
That's just the way. No, I mean, I thought that was just the way it was. That's the way I grew up. That's the way we treated our dogs.
Well, I'm actually
we had a funeral for her when she passed.
we having an autopsy. I told you what happened to find out what happened, and then we're doing it.
She was 14 years old when she passed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You said 13 or 14 years?
Yeah, man, she's 14.
14.
Yeah, bro, she was fucked up, man. We had to pick her up. This was she was a pure breed German Shepherd. You know,
Oh yes, I love German Shepherds.
yeah, we had to pick her up to take her outside to, you know what I'm saying, do her business and shit, man. I mean, it was bad. She had arthritis.
Oh,
It was fucked up, man. But it happens with age. But that was harmful. That was harmful to like not harmful, but just traumatic for the family. Like it was. I can remember that shit.
Oh, that is such a little puppy.
That's the German rock.
I can never remember treating that dog like no child or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, she bullshit, bro. She was a lady. You know.
Well, the thing of it is, and I swear to God, I cried, and I know I'll cry because I'm, the other one lives with me, and I spend every waking moment. So I do love, but I just think it's different. Like, let's be honest. At the end of the day, I have jumped in front of my dog too. I was going to say I would give my life for my child, but I have jumped because we have a few dogs that like to get loose in this neighborhood, honey. And a couple of them came charging for my baby, honey, and I had to let them know, this is not what you want, honey. I was gonna beat the shit out of those dogs.
You know what? I'm gonna get a wolf. Yeah, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out in the woods and I'm gonna get a wolf.
You crazy motherfucker. Some animals cannot be, man, damn, that try to domesticate a fucking wolf. Good luck with that shit.
Hey, if people look at that. If people can actually, what was the word that you were looking for? Not domesticate.
Yeah, domesticate. Bro.
Nah.
Why are these motherfuckers be trying to domesticate tigers?
Just feed the motherfucker.
Bro, I see. You seen these people domesticate raccoons and shit?
No.
Yeah, I see it a lot out here. People got pet raccoons.
I'm not going that far. I mean, I don't want no tiger or nothing. I want a wolf.
Yeah, rich motherfuckers every now and then them shits will get loose. You know?
I seen if you have a puma, if you can have a pet puma, that damn it, you can have a wolf. Even though that motherfucker hisses at you. I don't want no damn puma, but they say it's a formal way of saying hello. Oh, like you can say hello with my gat in that damn puma face.
Man, I still be bugging out when these people be having these damn big ass damn pythons and boa.
Yes.
So I'll be like, get the fuck out of here, bro. And then they got
and taking it to the vet.
They'll have little dogs in the house too. You know what
yes.
I'm saying? I'm like,
where did my dog go?
Yo, you out of your fucking mind.
It was like, well, you know where that dog. Well, you know where that dog went. The snake was hungry. He ain't hungry no more.
I used to date a chick that she had it wasn't, I don't know what the fuck it was. So it wasn't as big as like a boa constrictor, but it was a pretty decent sized snake.
I ain't having no.
Is something in that bush? Something's in that bush.
Oh,
you guys want to take a walk?
It looks like a rock.
Bruno's going crazy now. He knows you're out here. I can stop and we can take the dogs for a walk for a while if you want to. I'm not doing anything right now. We're just waiting. We're going live with Miss Bomb Cherry, but that'll be in another 30 minutes. So it'll be in 30 minutes. I thought you just did. No, I didn't. Oh, he eat like a horse. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm with her like that. That's the way, my dogs would eat. I make sure brown rice, brown rice, scrambled eggs, ground beef, for real. Make sure they
can eat those things.
And that dog food ain't shit but a snack. Fuck out of here, man.
So it's a waste of time to go. So just feed it regular food then. Okay.
Not
Well,
just regular food, not just any regular food, you
right.
know, but mainly like, you know what I'm saying, protein.
Chicken, rice, and he's
Protein.
right, brown rice. Yeah, because that's what I do in the wintertime. In the wintertime, to keep him warm because he is mostly an outside dog. He
That
lives.
coat too.
Yeah, in the wintertime, I cook a lot of chicken, just chicken. He eats better than me sometimes. But my boyfriend laugh at me, but chicken and rice and just certain things. You got to look up. What I did was I looked up things that were okay for them to have because some things can be very deadly to animals. So you don't want to give them everything.
Yeah, definitely not. You don't want them in the habit of thinking they can just eat everything too, because they'll get into shit. Nah, it's stuff.
Oh well.
Without a doubt. I just like she said, chicken, you know, ground beef, like that's the only beef. Like I'll feed them. I know some people feed their dogs T-bones and shit, bro.
Now, me being a big mama, me being the big mama, you know, I try to sneak in some peas and carrots, just little tiny bits.
Little tiny bits in here and there.
I was gonna say you got to be careful with that too. You do have to be careful.
Just a little bit.
Now y'all gonna make me not want to see because they gonna have me. My kids they want a dog.
No, if it's fresh, if they can usually eat it if it's fresh. It's just you gotta be careful when you feed them like canned goods and stuff like that, because a lot of times there are preservatives in there that aren't good for the dogs.
Right. No, yeah. What I'm talking about is fresh. Like I be in the kitchen. Basically, he could eat the stuff that we eat. Well,
That's what I mean. If you steam it, I usually just steam it. You know what I'm saying? You steam it. Then you should be.
I want to I want to ask you something, Wilma, because you said your kids. How old are your children?
12 and 9.
So they're old enough. Are they responsible? Be honest.
My daughter is more responsible than my son is.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I think dogs are wonderful for children. Like I said, I grew up with them. I had them my whole life, and we were responsible for taking care of them. Get them for them, but make them responsible. We were responsible. Like we had to do everything for those dogs. And my grandmother had big dogs, and we had to take care of them. We had to bathe them. We had to do everything for them.
Yeah, my son, they go over their uncle's house, right? And then their dog Sweetie, you know, every time they go over there, they play with Sweetie all the time, and I'm like, and they'll come up to me and it's like, Dad, I'm like, no.
Well, if you don't want it, don't get it, because they are a great responsibility. I'll tell you this: do your research on what kind of dog you want, because just because a dog is cute, like my dog is very cute, but my dog sheds a lot. And there's different things with different dogs, different temperaments. Some are really good with kids. I think if they grow up with the kid, like if you get them from a puppy, they tend to be really good with kids. But there are certain ones that are can be a little bit more harder to control for kids. What I wanted to tell you was, oh Lord, I'm thinking so fast. There was something else really important I wanted to tell you about these dogs. Jesus, it'll come back to me.
Slow your mind down. Slow it down.
Well, I wanted to give you guys a chance to talk, but it came to me.
But Mahogany, I can understand. Like I get what you mean, where you don't really care if they're a mixed breed. I personally don't care either. It's just when they're pure breeds, I don't know, because most breeds have their own, quirks and characteristics. So for me, it's like just easier to understand my breed.
Yes. Now I'm gonna tell you, with my boyfriend's dogs, these two Germans, Rottweilers, and that's the thing. Then that's why we're doing the autopsy, because I wonder if it was like because of his breed, him being so pure. I forgot he got the status of how pure he is. He's pretty pure, and sometimes they can have health issues. Like his dog had health issues. You hear the heavy breathing almost since I can remember. My dog don't have hardly no health issues. But we'll see. We're going to get the autopsy done and find out.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Well,
I know how it is. So mahogany, I get it. It's
Mhm.
how old was the dog?
5. And when I say autopsy, we had to have him shipped because apparently they have a specialist that do that for animals. So we had to have him shipped. I think my boyfriend said he's being shipped to North Carolina. And that's a traumatic thought, but it's worth it to find out what actually happened to him because he went to the vet perfectly fine, so we thought, and then came back home and he was very lethargic and it's not like him. He's very, very happy dog, but went for his walk and then he wouldn't move. He was just laying there and then of course he passed away. And my,
It's so tough. Yeah, it's just,
yeah.
and it's tough because they can't talk to you or anything. It's
Right, right, right. And you know something's wrong. Oh my God. I'm
like,
not gonna think about that. We can change the subject if y'all want to.
nah, I know. It was just I just remember like one for the family. Like none of us would have been able to get through that individually. Yeah,
Oh.
each other.
My sister's
My mother
dog.
was broken up. She was broken up, man.
Yeah, so is my sister's dog. But Shady, you'll never get a dog like that. That dog, that at first that dog hated my guts when I first came here. But then I started coming a little more often, and she'll just start licking my knees. I'm like, what's the point of licking my damn knees? She just every time I sit on the couch, she'll just go to me and just lick the knees. I'm like, and then she'll bark at me when she'll go to the door, right? Before she goes to the door, she'll look at me and she'll bark. And I'm like, what's she barking at me for? While she's at the door. She wants you to take her out. I'm like, really? All right, cool.
She got to go.
Yeah, she gotta go. She gotta do her thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if she releases from my grip, like I'm not responsible for her. You gonna get mad or you gonna get mad? It's like, what happened to my dog? I'm like, I don't know. it took a while for us to actually not to react so negative. Oh, the dog is gonna go. It's like, oh, this is everybody started crying. I didn't understand it until it was like, okay, well, just imagine you having a dog or a cat. It's like it's a little different. It's a little different, but it's you treat them like human beings. I get it. I get it.
No, I mean, not even just like human being. I'm saying your pet. Why not just treat it like a family member?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh
definitely.
yeah. I'll tell you a story. And that's something too that I won't say that bothers me, but I just think that animals are just like children. They can be a gateway. And when I say a gateway, I mean a gateway to there's been studies that prove that children with animals are more not just nurturing. There's several benefits to having animals in your life. Period. It take me too long to list all the benefits, but there's a lot of benefits. That's why I was saying I think it would be great for your children. Just make sure that they're responsible because, for instance, I used to go to there's like a juvenile type park, community care type thing that I would do almost every weekend with my son. Anyway, some of the kids they don't respect, they don't know any better. They were never taught to respect animals. And they would come up and it would piss me off. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like everybody touching my dog. And there's a reason because he does bite. And I'm and he is cute, but he bites. And he's trained to bite. And if he doesn't know you, he will bite your ass. And even my boyfriend had to learn that because he's very protective over me. All my dogs, I train them
As
that
it's
way.
supposed to be. Yeah.
Right, right. But they would, especially when he was younger, he wasn't, the way he is now. But when he was younger, they would try and pull on his tail and do all this stuff. So I had to really, I came over there every weekend, sometimes 3-4 times a week, jogging or doing whatever I was doing out there. So the kids I started to teach them how to respect the animal space, respect their space. Don't crowd him. And because he would be freaking out and I'd be like, Lord, with these kids, leave my dog alone. So it's it's a good thing, but I've had to teach children how to respect animals and how to respect their space because they are, my dog is 5, but he's a full grown male and he likes his private time. Oh, when he don't want to be bothered. When he wants to be bothered, he'll let you know, but when he doesn't want to be bothered, he'll let you know too. He doesn't like crowds of people around him.
No, that's the truth.
Yeah.
He'll let you know when he wants to be playful. He's gonna be playful. But other than that, when they don't want to be fucked with, don't fuck with him. I mean, that's the way your dog should be. I mean,
does
when she says that shit? Hey, yeah, you bite. You damn right. I never had a dog that wouldn't bite your motherfucking ass. Real shit. When you're out of line, you should be all right as long as you're not like you don't have a weird ass vibe or a hostile fucking vibe. You should be fine. But other than that, you damn right. Fucking eat your ass.
I'll let the dog sniff me before I go into any reaction. You like me, you like me. You don't.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing with me. I had a robbery, and I like guard dogs. We've always, like Auntie said, we had German Shepherds and whatnot. We've always had guard dogs, and that's their job. Their job is to protect the family. And so you do have to keep that balance. But he, like you saw, even our Rockwilder, he's sweet as could be. But if he doesn't know you, he is. When he showed them teeth, honey, it's a whole different person or creature. Excuse me, animal. Yeah. When he showed them teeth.
And that's the only thing. Because I like German Shepherds, Dobermans, and Boxers, mainly German Shepherds and Boxers. But like pit bulls and Rottweiler, I like them. It's just when it comes to kids, they don't know their own strength.
Oh, they're very strong. Yeah,
they're extremely strong. They're just being playful, but they're just so fucking strong, man.
They are.
And they
My
don't.
me. I was in the kitchen. Anthony, that's my boyfriend. I don't care. He went someplace and he asked me to keep the dogs, and I was like, "Oh Lord," because all they do is fight. I swear to God, that's all they do. And soon as he left, they started acting up. And I turn around and this one is up on 2, and I don't play that up on no 2s in my house. So he's up, standing up, trying to reach something on the kitchen counter, and they start fighting over it. And here I am stuck between the 2 of them. I was scared because it could quickly go from play to teeth and biting and all this bullshit.
Yeah. And they that's what I'm saying. They lock those teeth in and shit, and they're just playing with shit, man. That's it. But it's like, hold the fuck up. They start tearing shit up. So I like them. You know what I'm saying? They're just dogs, but they're just so damn strong. They will tear shit up. So with small children, they can be rougher than you want them to be.
So can dogs sense emotion?
Yes.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you got a fucking hostile damn vibe to you, lady would have ate your ass, man. Like straight up, man. She'll rip your fucking arm right off of you. Or some shit. If you got hostile ass vibes toward me or anybody else in that damn family.
Oh, go ahead.
That's why I say I might as well just go and get a wolf then.
No, you don't want no wolf around your children.
I'm about to say, motherfucker. Yeah, hell
no. I seen white people do it.
Well, first of all, there's I think those dogs are wolf dogs. There's a difference between a wolf dog and a full-grown wolf. I'm not even sure if legally you could have a full-grown wolf in a resident area. But there is a wolf dog, and you got to be careful, like I said, because there are laws against certain animals in residential areas. So find out the area. That's number one. And then you do your research, like seriously, go on YouTube and type in dogs, different type of breeds and family dogs, and just do that. And I'm glad Auntie said this because this is what I was trying to remember, but he just brought it back to me. Do I have Alzheimer's? I swear I just be bugging out sometimes.
I have the exact same thing.
Well, Auntie was just talking about his dog lady. And what
Yeah.
else did you say this now, Auntie?
No, I said, no. If she feel like some hostility toward any of the family members or anything, just in that environment, in her vicinity, yeah, well, she
Yeah.
might eat your ass, man.
That's
Like,
right. That's right.
and it's like when it gets to that point, there ain't no barking. There wasn't no barking.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't none. Barking was to keep you awake. But once you already a threat, nah, she was trained for that. No, she's just rushing your ass.
Also,
See,
a little advice. Oh, a little advice to me on lock before you get your puppy or dog. And I think you should get a puppy. The reason is because you can train your dog better when they're a puppy, and they bond with the children better when they're puppies. They bond with you better. Also, and this is what helped me because I trained a good bit of my dogs myself, and they are very. I'm not trying to brag, but everybody brags about how well, not necessarily behaved, but they are well behaved, but how well trained my dogs are. Go to the SPCA. Down here, it's called the SPCA, and that's just an animal shelter. But go down there. They give away a lot of free stuff. But one thing that ours gives away is a free video on how to train your pet, whether it's a whatever it is. But get one for puppies, and that will be your lifelong friend. I mean, everything you need to know, and what kind of pet you'd like if you want a guardian type of pet. Like, because my mom is struggling. She just bought a new puppy. I told her it was a bad idea. Of course, I'm spending more time with the dog than she is, but you that's how you raise your puppy. So get that video if you can. Um, it'll be your friend forever. I had my
Yeah,
dog trained inside the house almost within a week. In 1 week, both of my dogs caught on really fast.
that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. But see, I see. Just in case, well, I had to train. I would have to train the
Well, potty
dog.
trained. Excuse me, not fully trained, but potty trained. The
now
training comes in different
you potty
segments.
train the dog. I know you can potty train cats. Yeah, you can buy.
They're
I've never
easy.
seen
Dogs
a dog potty
is
train.
a little
Good
different.
job with
Yeah.
that shit. Good job with that.
They go straight to the litter box. Cats are so easy.
That's what I
Most
was
of
gonna say. No, that's how you train them. You put the
Mhm.
litter on the toilet.
Hmm.
There's an apparatus where you can put it on the toilet seat.
Hmm.
Instead
I
of putting the
heard
litter
that
on the
someone
Toilet.
told me that.
it's called the one that I saw was called City Kitty. You put it on the toilet seat and let them work that for about a week or so, and then you just remove it. And every time they got to do their business, they just go right to the toilet.
I heard that, but I swear to God, I didn't believe it. But that's so
That's why I
funny.
didn't know how. You got to tell me how you did it with a dog.
Oh,
That's
let me tell you. I can tell you it's because I've been trying to help my mom. I'll try and make it quick because I can go on and on about this dog thing, and I don't want to do that to We-On-Loc. But basically, so when you first bring your puppy home, obviously it goes without just love, love, love all day. Okay, but it's okay. They're gonna poop. The moment they
Hmm.
poop, you don't forcibly put their nose in it, but you kind of bend their head towards it to where you know they get a good whiff of it. Then you immediately take them on the leash and you take them outside. You don't necessarily you walk them to where you want them to poop. You don't let them walk you. Then you kind of linger around, okay? Because you don't want them to get confused between when it's poop time and when it's time to walk. So immediately from the moment they poop and pee inside, you take them immediately outside. Then you bring them back in because once again, you don't want the confusion that hey, it's time to walk. But at the moment that they do something outside, you give them immediate gratification, which is lots of love, lots of yay, good boy, lots of hugs, lots of just head rubs and maybe even a treat to let them know, hey, that's what you want to do every single time they do it. Also, when you first bring your puppy home, you do not give them rein to your house. You need a baby gate or you need a crate or you need both. You keep them in small spaces. They are not allowed to be all over your house because if they are, they're going to poop all over your house. So this is for
True.
their own. This is for their own good. So you keep, and also when you first bring your puppy home, you keep them on a leash all the time. My dog, so when he was not in his crate, crate training is important too. Like I'm trying to explain to my mom, you don't want to keep your dog in the crate all the time. When you're at home And if you've got time to spend with that dog, spend time with the dog. Do not keep it in the crate, because if you keep it in the crate all the time, they're going to look at it as a form of punishment. Also, you don't want the crate too big, because if it's too big, they're going to start pooping in the crate. You don't want it too small. You want them to be able to at least turn around and make a circle so they're comfortable in the crate. So the crate has to be the right size. But they basically, to crate train, you give them a piece of food and you put it in the crate and you leave the door open. You don't close you let them feel comfortable that this is not a punishment. The only time that you close that crate door, honestly, is, like I said, when you need to leave them for a little bit of time, or when overnight when they need to go to sleep. Otherwise, that crate door should stay open. And if you feed them in the crate, you put a little treat in the crate, they will happily go in the crate. It will become like home to them. Because think about it. Dogs are related to wolves and they sleep in caves. They're used to sleeping in small spaces and they're used to keeping it clean. Now, if the crate is too big and they can, like I said, push the pee and poop to the side and still be comfortable in the crate, that's what they're going to do. That's why you don't want it too big.
That's not good at all.
Right. So, yeah, I could definitely help you train your dog. I've trained a couple of dogs. I'm training my mom's dog right now.
We'll talk some more. I mean, they just got the report cards. And my daughter, she has a 3.93 and my son has a 3.73. So
Congratulations. You got some smart kids, honey. Yes. I love it.
we want to go further. They're on vacation right now, but we want to go further before I can make the decision to even have a dog, because we're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars.
Oh yeah.
And especially in a hot environment like this. Oh boy.
That's what I was gonna say. Make sure you decide what kind of dog, because like I said, is it gonna be my dog is indoor, outdoor, both. Is it gonna be outdoor, indoor? What you gonna have, So research.
I don't want her out, him or her out there, and it's 102 degrees, and that's gonna be torturous. So
if you want an indoor dog, you might want to get a small dog. If you want an indoor dog.
What you saying?
Indoor dogs, a big dog inside is very hard. That's very hard because they don't like being.
They gotta run.
Yeah, yeah.
Run. They need some space.
I don't want it.
They don't necessarily have to run, but they gotta move. They need space to be able to move.
They're active.
Yeah.
Very active. Yeah. What'll happen is they'll get bored and they'll start to do things in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they go in my bedroom, and a lot of things get effed up. I'm like, okay.
It bugs me out when I see people with like small apartments, 1 bedrooms and stuff, and big ass dogs. I'm like, damn, bro. Then that's barely big enough for you, and you got a dog in there. Like, why not just get a lap dog?
My neighbors was like that when I used to live in apartments. When I came home from college, he had like 2 big ass dogs, and you could tell though, because when I looked through the window one day and I see the dogs looking at me through the window, they'd always be staring at me. But anyway, because he used to come by and he's the one who helped me train my dog. He was real good too. But he used a choker, and I refused to use a choker on my dog. I tried it, I couldn't do it. I didn't have the heart for it. But I had to. If you don't know what a choker is, it's like they call it.
I know what a choker. Yeah, I know it.
For real big dogs, sometimes they can be kind of hard to control. But I only did it for a little while. My dog, like I said, he caught on real fast. But anyway, yeah, Auntie is right. His apartment, his blinds were all tore up and tore down.
No, because and the thing is, those people, a lot of them. You know they had some dogs when they move or whatever, because their dogs will get in their beds, and you know what I'm saying, they bathe in the same damn, in the tub with their, you know what I'm saying, they bathe their dogs in the same tub they get in. It's disgusting.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I know people that
you want a bath, I'll give you a bath.
I moved into an apartment but I had to take 2 weeks before I moved any furniture in.
Mm-hmm.
It was that bad. You know, it
I
was
bought
that
a
bad.
car
I
like
had to
that from
become an
somebody.
air freshener and odor killing connoisseur. Okay. It was bad. And I had to snake out pipes. I had to do a bunch of stuff. They had to send in the car. I refused to put any furniture in. You know?
Let me say this, and I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all know I love y'all because I was not supposed to have my ass up here for a while.
I'm gonna have to get off too.
I love
Yeah,
it. I love it.
but I'm gonna go. For one thing, I'm tired as hell, and another thing, I just wanted to say hello. But I'm gonna get my behind back down to the chat room and just listen. All right, it's been
No,
good.
before
All
you
right
do,
now.
now
Uh-huh.
we gotta keep you a little long, just a little bit, because I gotta ask. Okay,
Okay.
about this situation like we was talking about earlier. You have any input on that? Not
Which part?
necessarily about the details, but just okay. So my suggestion was, it was just a suggestion too. I was like, should we throw the woman a fundraiser? You know, just to
I
help
saw
things
that.
along.
I saw it.
And I got dragged for for even suggesting that shit, which I
Well,
get it, I understand. But
remember,
what
when
do
we
you think?
talked, I told you no, absolutely not. Because I mean, I'm gonna be honest, and I don't need a pity party, but you know how much stuff we unlock. We all know that people go through stuff all the time, but we don't necessarily get up here and talk about it. My dog's
Right.
autopsy is $1,000 freaking dollars. I haven't been working, so there's good causes to donate to all the time. But these people want to donate to people who went to jail for. They want to They want to give their money away to nonsense. So I
Wow.
just think it's ridiculous. Why would I give this woman money? Is she going to give me money? I need money. I've been behind in rent, honey. I've been digging in
It
savings
seems
accounts.
generous.
So you see what I'm saying? So I'm not going to donate money to ridiculousness. I'll tell you something. When people on here got sick, I donated money. Right? I've donated a lot. I've donated to the church on YouTube. There's a dude that has a church on YouTube. I donated money to him, $200. If one of you guys, God forbid, let me knock on wood, if something happened to one of y'all and y'all needed funds, an emergency or something like that, I would donate money to you. But I'm not going to donate to somebody that willfully gave $20,000 to a broke nigga. Like, come on.
No,
All
what
I
I was thinking about was, I would never just say, hey, just donate money. I was thinking about maybe some kind of I don't know, maybe a dating show or a stream or something. You know,
That's been good. I've been suggesting that for years, that because I think we have a lot of single people here, obviously more single than together, and I would love to see. That's why you think Kendra G.
Hey, I tried that once and I got
nah, I'm
crucified.
just saying, just that one time and see what happens. But you just make that one person the guest of honor. You know what I'm saying? Get some smiles. It's just something to change up the vibe, and don't even allow that other piece of shit in there. You know, that was it.
Right.
And whatever
Right.
comes from it, whatever, it go to her. She go get some equipment, go get your channel started. We get you some subs, whatever. We move on. Be a fun weekend.
Finding
That's
the
what I was
people,
thinking.
a few
I just
people.
thought that was a better option than just dragging the chick for filth when she's clearly hurt alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, but I mean, obviously she did this shit to herself also, so you
I
got to
don't
admit
know
that
if she's hurt. I'm not convinced that she's hurt because, like I said, I saw that broad sit up there cold-blooded while this man dragged the dog piss out of her fellow cisterns, and I just don't believe. How can I feel sorry for you? Like right now, if there was another woman up here, and we know We-On-Loc would never do this, but We-On-Loc just started going in on her, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, hell no. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that she is this wounded sheep, that she is. I'm not convinced because, like I said, if that's the same MJ I think it is, her ass was bold and came up and was trolling me because she was jealous of what a bitch looked like. And I'm just being honest. I'm not being anal. If that's
You get that a
her,
lot, though. You get that a lot.
but
you do.
well, I don't like it when it's people I don't know. Now, I can deal with the women I know, but I don't know you, heifer.
Good. You know what? Oh, get in trouble.
Nah, but I can't lie. After what I done seen over the last few days, it's a lot of these chicks that be behind damn avatars that if they did come on camera, they would be getting that smoke from a lot of these chicks too.
A lot of them.
Because some of these chicks look good. I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't never seen you on camera before. Yeah, I usually don't come on. What the fuck? Damn. So, hey.
Yo, it's amazing. You know what? It is amazing that most of the I don't want to call them trolls, but the trolls in my chat, one came up. One came up on the Bridget. She came up on it and she started speaking. I'm like, I bring the best out of them, don't I? It's like, you know, you in trouble when you have a troll come out of the chat and into your. That's amazing.
Bridget's not a troll.
Yeah, Bridget doesn't seem to be a troll.
That's why I said I don't want to call it that.
Bridget's a supporter.
She just, some people are more comfortable in the chat. Like me, I stayed in the chat for years.
And I would never thought. I was like, well, you know what? Maybe if I can get April or Sugar Bum up here, I have done my due diligence. I have done my fucking due diligence.
Y'all know what? I think we know who Sugar Bum is. I think we all know.
I don't.
I got an idea.
I do too.
I don't. I don't. I never seen her all on camera before. I have not. Same thing with Jessica X. I don't think I ever seen Jessica X.
No one has ever seen Jessica X, but I will tell you, Sugar Mom, I think I'm gonna just tell. I said this on my own show. I think she's a part of the team, the old team HC. I think she's one of those. Yeah, I'm almost willing to bet you.
Y'all crazy. Y'all freaking crazy. Y'all get the hell out of here. Y'all crazy.
Crazy. Well, maybe I am crazy, but that don't mean I'm wrong. Fuck that.
Yeah. No, you're not. You know, you're never wrong. 9 times out of 10, you are never wrong, bro. But at some point, I wish you were wrong. But fuck it, you are never wrong. But shit, I got to get the hell up out of here.
Thanks for having me, man.
No problem. Anytime, brother. Anytime.
I wasn't supposed to be up here like that either. But nah, shout out to Mahogany too, yo. You had a great show. Salute, fam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Stay safe. Stay safe. And as for you, all you trolling lovers out there, this has been, well, I would say a fairly balanced live. Wasn't really expected it, but that's what happens when you're a person like myself. We-On-Loc Nation. Of course, if you see the avatar, I'm all about balance. That's what I am. That's what I am. And until Saturday, I'll see you guys later.